Can't go back there. No.
Okay, if there's anybody out there. This sun's going to be an issue, maybe. I see a 1. I think that means one person. Is that one person? Okay, excellent, Moody. So I'm on my third phone. This is Casey's phone, an iPhone 12, which I think is better than the iPhone I have. I'm going to give the umpire some baseballs.
Let's go, Mammoths.
Oh, sorry. How many do you need, Blue?
What I like to see. Thank you. Thank you. You bet.
Sorry about that. All right, still there? I had to put the phone in my pocket. Give the umpire some baseballs. Ludi, you there? That is a bright sun. I see it too. Can I, am I audible? Okay, great. So if the phone drops out and you're on chat, I try to keep one eye on chat. It's hard for me to see the chat because of my eyes. But if the phone goes out, I'll do my best to get it up as quickly as I can. I'm at the mercy of the Twitch application, which is going to get a strongly worded letter from me when I get back home. But we appear to be online right now. So Mike Dahl is on the mound completing his warm-up pitches. We're the home team. This is game 2, the Mammoth 2022 MSBL World Series. Mammoth dropped a tight ball game 1. We lost 2-1. I think it went 13 innings against the Lakeville Lobos. So we come into this game 0-1. 6-game round robin. 5-team division, top 4 make the playoffs. So I wouldn't say this is a must-win because we play this team twice. If we lose to this team twice, but beat the other team that we play twice, if we beat them twice, we're probably going to be 4th, and that would be enough. But still, it'd be nice to be 1-1 and not 0-2. This team played while we were waiting. They beat the Utah Dodgers. We faced the Utah Dodgers in the World Series final last year. Cactus is a chopper. Nate over at third. Nate easy throw to first. Nate Stark catches 1 out. So this team beat the Utah Dodgers, who again we beat in the Cactus League Championship last year. The league bumped us and the Dodgers, the 2 championship teams from the Cactus Division, up to the Mountain Division this year. One out, top of the first. He did have a little Craig Counsell look, didn't he? How do you hit like that? We'll have to watch next time. I'm assuming he brings his hands back down to a launching position. I wasn't watching, but we'll check that out. Mike Dahl on the mound. Top of the first, 1 out, no score. Two very different speeds we've seen from Mike early on. First pitch was some kind of breaking pitch. That pitch was his fastball. A noticeable difference. There's a base hit left side. Around the horn, we have Nate Jackson at third, Matt Grill at short, Casey Johnson at second, Nate Stark at first, Lip, as usual, behind the plate, although we should be seeing Pat Hanlon back there at some point. Pat's watching. Hi, Pat. We've got Diamond Dan Casaz in left, Billy Hausman in center, and Bushy out in right field. So if you were with us in Game 1, you know that our Game 1 lineup was kind of a patchwork lineup. We were missing a lot of guys. A lot of guys were flying in. This is more typical of the kind of lineup you're going to see in a playoff game. Both offensively and defensively. Now, there was some discussion about whether to start Mike Dahl or Nate Stark. Nate, I think, has some concerns about his back. He came down here with a little tickle in his back, so I think he would prefer to get the start tomorrow. So Mike Dahl draws the start tonight. 1 out, man on first, no score, top of the first. There's a shot to left center. That is hit a ton. That's the furthest ball we've seen hit. Guy on first is going to score. Ball gets by the second baseman. Our power hitter trots to third base. So that was a line drive fly ball to left field, went all the way to the wall. Runner on first, went all the way from first to home. Throw went into second. The guy with the triple was not the most fleet of foot individual. He was sucking air when he hit second base. Unfortunately, the ball got by Casey at second. Nobody backing him up. I think Stark was probably backing something else up. It allowed the second base, the runner on second, to advance to third. So we've got a man on third, 1 out, we're down by 1. I saw this guy. We were watching the game earlier. I saw this guy just launch one to center field. It was caught, and he was exasperated. A victim of these tremendously deep outfields down here in Arizona. It's 420 to center, 357 down the lines. You can imagine the amount of space that creates out there in the outfield. That 3-hitter really hit that ball. Batter just told the catcher and the umpire, almost got me on that pitch. Almost got him to get out on his front foot. This batter looks extremely comfortable with this pitching. They don't have a big roster, this team we're playing. The pitcher they threw last game was a pitch from Dolly. It's down. It's ball 4. The guy they started last game didn't look like he was a lights out pitcher. So typically, you know, there's 2 eye tests you can administer on teams down here. One, you can just look at the way they fill out their uniforms. I mean, there's some teams that are full of very athletic looking guys who look like they can really play baseball. And the other thing you can look at is it's a ground ball. Ooh, just fouled on the third base line. The other thing you can look at is the length of the roster. This team has got some bigger dudes, but it also has a very short roster. I don't think there's more than 12 or 13 guys here. So, I mean, it's very, very hard in a 6-game round robin tournament with 12 or 13 guys to be an elite team. Obviously, if you've got 13 elite players, but that's pretty uncommon. So, shorter roster, bigger dudes, but nobody who's tremendously jacked. I mean, this guy's put together. Certainly that 3-hitter hit the ball a ton. Second and third, 1 out, Mammoth down 1-0. But having said all that, if the pitcher they throw out there is comparable to the pitcher who pitched last game, I think we're going to score runs. There's another shot.
Oh, yes.
Nate Jackson made the play. Nice easy throw to first base. Runner on third stays at third. 2-hop grounder down to Nate. Nate looked the runner on third back. Flipped it to Nate Stark at first. Not a lot of hustle from the base runner. He appears to be limping. Perhaps he has a wooden leg. In which case, I'm not going to feel good about making fun of his foot speed. 2 down. This is kind of a big at-bat early. Can really hear if Dolly can get out of this. It's a good start. Pitch was a little up, but caught enough of the plate on the outside. First base coach imploring him to take it to left field. That pitch up and away. Nice pitch. He dropped a curveball right over the outside corner. Batter gives his head an affirmative nod. 0-2. Let's see what Dolly comes back with here. It's a good pitch. It's a good pitch. Fastball down and away. Wasn't a pitch he was going to hit, and if he moves it in maybe 2 inches, he might get the strike 3 call. 1-2. Good cut. He's right on that. Fouled it back. Dan Smolik crossing your screen. Batter looks comfortable again. Got a little away from Dolly. Squawked a little bit after he released it. Two and two. 2 out, second and third. Mammoth down 1, top of the first. Foul back. More of a defensive swing there. Dolly appears to be doing a good job kind of working around the plate, which I think is important. I mean, I think Dolly would admit or agree that he doesn't necessarily have a freight train of a fastball. I think he's got a fastball, curveball, probably some kind of changeup. But is he going to have to get by on guile as opposed to throwing the ball by the hitter? Like I'm not sure that Mike Dahl has a strikeout pitch. And by that I mean when he gets 2 strikes on a hitter, I don't know that he has a pitch he can rely on to miss the bat. But we'll see. I've only seen Mike pitch occasionally. Bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the first. Beautiful night. Ooh, just foul. I think everybody thought it was fair, but the batter was walking back. It's a pretty good sign that it's not fair. He just missed lacing that ball down the third base line. That would have been, with Diamond Dan out there, it's a double. It's a possible 3-runner score, though. Put a good swing on Dolly's pitch. Good pitch. It's going to be interesting to see how Dahl kind of navigates this lineup because, again, these hitters look very comfortable up there. Oh, that was terrible.
Nice.
Batter said, "Oh my God, I think he just squeezing the bat to the point where the moment just got too big for number 9. There'll be another chance, number 9. Head up. Attaboy, Dolly." I mean, that pitch was up by his eyes. It's a big out, though. Bases loaded. You only get 1 out of that. How are we doing, Diamond? How are we feeling?
Feeling good.
Yeah?
Physically feel good.
Yeah?
Yep.
You're looking good.
Thanks.
Yeah? Diamond always looks good, doesn't he? Let's admire the male form here. Putting on some pine tar.
Questioning the what it'll look like with that sun, so I'm gonna try sunglasses, which I don't usually do.
I don't know. It's a low angle.
Nice start. Like a good pitcher. Had decent velocity. Guess I'm warming up a little bit.
Oh, you did? Okay.
We'll see. I mean, we are.
We're going to have to score runs. I mean, I think
Yeah.
Dolly's going to have to pitch his way through this lineup, and they all look very comfortable up there.
Yeah. Right.
I don't think he's got a strikeout pitch, which could be a problem. I mean, he's going to have to induce bad contact. Although, you know, he struck that guy out. He did just get a strike. That's a terrible
strikeout pitch.
It's a terrible swing.
A different type of thing, like something that he can go to every time.
I mean, it was a shockingly bad swing.
Based on him ripping a ball down the third baseline
Right.
before that. Let's see how hard he's throwing.
We've got a bad sun out there. Hopefully it's not messing up the picture too much. Man, I'm going to have to move this camera though before it's all over. You're going to just have the sun. It's going to be a 2.5 hour video of the sun. Probably not what people are hoping to see. So I'm watching this guy warm up. God, that's terrible. I bet you can hardly see anything at all. It's 1-0. It's 1-0. Bottom of the first. Dolly struck out a man with the bases loaded to get us out of that top of the first. This pitcher does not appear to be throwing hard. It'll be interesting to see how we come out and hit. This is more standard 35 plus pitching as opposed to what we saw last game, which was Dave Meyer followed by Matt Meyer. Dave Meyer was excellent.
88 from a 6'6" lefty with a ridiculous slider is our standard Federal League pitch.
Right. It's a controversy. I'm really dealing some controversial statements out here.
Only time will tell how that's going. Let's go, man.
We did do a little batting practice in between games, so I'm hoping that and the fact that this guy's not throwing 90 will mean that we'll see a little bit more representative showing from the Mammoth in game 2. 1 run total is not what we're used to seeing. Good take, Diamond. Knee John. Diamond Dan, he's all dirtied up. I don't know how he got dirt on the front of his jersey. Oh, there's a rip to left center. That's a double, maybe. Lefty got over to cut it, but this is Diamond Dan. Oh boy, it's gonna be close. Head first slide from Diamond, he gets in there. He does, oh, that's the Mammoth. He did the trunk. I don't know if you could see that. That was a seed. As I was saying, I'm hoping that that's what we see this game. I think we're going to have to score some runs to beat this team. It's a great way to start, obviously. Here's Mike Lippert, put some really good swings on Matt Meyer this morning.
Come in!
Oh boy, Diamond nearly got cut off, or thrown out, picked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ludi suggests the lefty hitters have an advantage. I do wonder. That's a good point, Ludi. I wonder what that sun in right center is going to do to hitters. We'll ask Casey after he comes back. Good point, Ludi. Now we have some birds flying over the field. Man on second, bottom of the first. Ground ball by the pitcher. Shortstop field, steps, throws. Ooh. Just got Mike out by a step. Move the runner to third. Casey Johnson. Casey, too, put some good swings on Matt Meyer. Barreled one ground ball to the shortstop that turned into a double play, but talked to Casey after the game. He felt good about that swing. I mean, Matt throws so hard. Kind of high off-speed pitch that Casey fouled back. Took a deep breath as he's walking back out of the box. Oh, he got sawed off. Checks the runner, throws Casey out. Casey's not going to be happy with that. Snuck a fastball in on his hands. You don't see Casey get sawed off very often. Two outs. Nate Stark. Nate struggled a little bit this morning. Got off the plane, was asked to face Matt Meyer twice. Why not face a struggle? There's a fly ball to the left. I think he's going to get there. He's under it. Makes the catch. That's three.
Guys, slow down.
Getting the let's go. Getting the let's go from the left fielder as he runs in at the third baseman. Boy, Diamond, you hit that ball hard, huh?
I smoked it. That was definitely over 90. I don't know where. Maybe 92, 93.
I agree with that. I mean, it was just a seed.
That guy's fucking meat. Sorry for those watching that like him, but he's meat. Let's go.
Never a man to mince his words. Dan Casaza. So we're moving to the top of the second. The score is 1-0. I don't know the name of this team. It's some difficult word to pronounce. Nate, what's the name of this team?
Bandits.
Oh, they're the Bandits?
Yeah.
I thought it was the
Yancy.
the Yancy. The Yahtzee. Yeah. Yancy, Yahtzee, Bandits.
Yannies. Yannies. I'd have to look it up.
I'm not going to ask you to do that. Just a little late on that swing, huh?
Well, it was
ball?
outside. I was trying to go that way.
Oh, you were trying to do that.
No, I don't know if that was a fastball, but I haven't seen anything coming in too fast.
Yeah. What's that sun like as a lefty?
It's. I was picking up the spin, so it's not too bad.
It should be gone here. I mean, sunset's 5:30. We got started
Yeah,
late.
45 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
Be down.
It's going to get bad, though. I mean, it's going to get really low back there. It's going to drop behind a mountain. How cool is that? We're in a place where the sun drops behind mountains as opposed to some suburban elm tree. Here's number 24. He's got a red, white, a peppermint sleeve on his arm. Red and white stripes. I like your style, number 24. There's a swing.
Hey, good pitch.
Badly fooled. Looking up at the sky, questioning that decision. He's got number 33 on his helmet, number 24 on his jersey. I would probably wager the contents in my pocket that his socks are not matching. 2 strikes. There's a defensive swing. Tuck the hands in. Got the head of the bat to the ball, fouled it off. I would probably give their uniform game a D+. I mean, it's not a tight group. Rings them up. That's what we need to see from Mike Dahl on 2 strikes. That was a pitch that he was not going to hit off the plate, but it caught enough of the plate. The umpire could ring him up with a good conscience. Now we have number 55, who has a little ponytail peeking out of the back of his helmet. Let's see what we think of this guy's approach. Choking up on the bat, taking a strike. Dolly pouring some strikes in there, good to get ahead. On his own 1. Good contact. Beats Nate Jackson up at third base. Ball bounds into the outfield. It's a 1-out base hit. Number 25. Nice swing. It's number 59. He's got some high socks, but he's also got some skin showing. He's almost wearing a pair of knickers, is number 59. These aren't normal baseball pants. Dolly's doing a really nice job working both sides of the plate. Another nice pitch. Batter did not like that. Bangs his cleat with this bat. Good pitch. Brought that one in. Got a nice spot from Nate Jackson at third. So 2 pitches off the plate. That was a really nicely placed pitch. Inside part of the plate, a fastball. Just missed it. Just missed the strike. Runner's going, ground ball. Scoots underneath Nate Jackson's glove. Really backs it up. Batter reaches first and second. That ball had some pace on it. Didn't come up, stayed down. Nate kind of shaved the ball with his glove, but he didn't catch enough of it to stop it. So now we have guys on first and second. Is there 1 out? There's a shot to left center. That's going to drive in 1. Batter's going to be up there, stand-up double. That's the second run of the game. The Bandits lead 2-0. That was sharply hit, left center. I think that's the danger. These guys strike me as good enough hitters that if Dolly gets too much of the plate with his fastball, I think they're gonna put some wood on it. It's a chopper to second. Casey looks home, decides to go to first. Throws the runner out, but the runner on third advances and scores. That's 3-0. 3-0, top of the second, 2 down.
Go, Josh.
I think 2 down. Possibly 1 down. Man on third, at least 1 out, top of the second. My God, that's a shot to left. Diamond's running just over his outstretched glove. Rattles around the base of the wall. Diamond throws it in to Grilly. Another double, another run. That's 4, I believe. That ball had some barrel velocity on it, some exit velocity. We were talking last game a little bit about the Mammoth pitching staff down here. We don't have Ken Wangler. You know, Kenny's somebody who could start a game and then relieve multiple games. I mean, they are not having a problem timing this pitching. When that pitch catches a lot of the plate, they are not missing it. It's another hammer double down the left field line. I think that's 5. So you may be asking, well, why don't they get somebody up? Well, it's the second game of the tournament. We went 13 innings in game 1. We kind of need Dolly here to soak up some innings for us. So we're going to give him some leash. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a rope that is fashioned as a noose around our necks. This is the fellow who hit one probably 320 feet to left center, the longest ball we've seen in 2 games. Just a big boy. Dahl attempting to nibble off the plate, just missed. Heard the Mammoth on the bench telling him it was a good pitch, a good spot. And that's what he's got to do. He's got to execute that pitch. Big swing. That sun, it looks like a fireball on my screen. Well, I mean, it is a fireball. Ball 4.
Right, yeah.
I remarked in this guy's first at bat how comfortable he looked up there. Pitch down by his back foot. Ball 1. Surprised he let that one go. Smiling at the umpire. I think he thought that was a ball, but that looked pretty good. This tournament's a little different than tournaments we played in the past. In the past, you know, I was really conscious, especially when I was managing, really conscious of how many runs we were giving up. In this tournament where we're going to play this team twice and the Utah Dodgers twice, if you can sweep one of those 2 teams, it's a very, very good chance it's going to be enough to get you in the playoffs. And at that point, it doesn't matter how many runs you give up. So we don't want to give up too many runs, but look, even if we lose this game 20-0, in a bigger tournament where you'd have to worry about those runs killing you in the tiebreak, in a tournament like this, because we'd have the Dodgers twice, since we have the Dodgers twice, you know, we could still, our destiny would still be in our hands in the sense that sweeping the Dodgers would get us in the playoffs. And that's the goal, make the playoffs. Give the ball to Grilly game 1, and then probably Nate Stark game 2. Take our chances with that. We got to start hitting them.
We got plenty of game left to fix. Good boy, one more time. Here we go. Say how bud? You can see it. Here you go.
We're gonna come back.
I think we're going to come back.
What are we hearing
We
from
are.
chat?
I'm not really paying that close of attention, but looks like Dolly's got to be pretty precise with his pitches if they're going to hammer it. Good hitters.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, he's put a lot of those pitches.
It's not bad up there. It moves,
He has.
but it's not great.
Because it looks
When
like
he comes up, he's right when we get up.
He's either like
off.
chunk out of the strike zone.
Yeah, really, yeah. And you can't do that against, it looks like these guys are just, they prey on those pitches. Yeah.
Ball doesn't have his A stuff today for sure.
Hey boys, we're
But
due.
he tends to get better as the game goes on. So
We're due, boys.
we're gonna score runs.
I think so.
We're due.
Just got to keep it close.
I guess, let me say, we better score some runs.
So
So there you heard Mike Lippert suggesting that when Dahl is missing, he's missing.
Can't even see anything.
He's catching a lot of the plate with the pitches. It's hard to see from here. I mean, I thought early on
You can't
it
even
looked
see
like,
the picture of the ball.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what it's like.
Just use your imagination up there.
I mean, that's a right-handed hitter.
It's not that bad in the box. It's not good right here, I'll tell you that much. Can't see S works.
Nate Jackson.
definitely moves a bit.
Go Jack C.
There you go, Jack. You're set now.
How we feeling, Dolly?
Feeling all right. Just teeing off on a few.
Well, they can hit, you know?
Yep.
No strikes, keep the ball down.
We can hit too.
Couple balls at third base, so.
Yeah.
Here you go, Nate. Go, Nate.
We need to see Nate get into one here. Well, not even get into one. We need Nate on base. Got to create a little forward momentum with this lineup. It's really hard to do that last game, facing the caliber of pitchers we were facing. This should be the kind of pitcher where we can chain together some hits, score some runs. Let them know that they're in for a fight. Ooh.
Yeah, it's like if you're in the zone, it's like.
I think it's 3-2. Good fastball there. Nate rolled over it. Hit it foul. Still 3-2, I believe.
Come on, Nate. Starkey.
Went up for that. Fly ball to right. Right fielder settling under it. Gloves it, went out. High fastball. Nate got his hands on top of the ball, but not quite enough.
Like he was in the middle.
I think that was probably a ball. Scott Siebert. Scott was not on the roster, not on our Arizona roster last year. He does play back home with the Mammoth in the Federal League in the summer, though. Scott came down here maybe 10 years ago with the 25-plus group. I think they won the championship the year he was down here.
Just 8 minutes.
One time you also do get
Man, it's hard to see right now. The sun should be setting behind that mountain, I would say within 20 minutes.
Tired early to bed tonight?
Maybe. Giants won this game.
But you
It's good off-speed pitch in the dirt. It is difficult, as anybody who plays out there knows, playing in the morning and sitting around and playing again at night. There is a rocket to left that's gonna drop past the left fielder. Scott running to second base. Stand-up double. Scott Seaver. Attaboy, Scott. Yeah, that was a little bit of their own medicine there. Turn and burn. Scott Seaver standing on second base. Here comes Dan Smolik. Yeah, it's a little tricky playing in the morning. You know, we played at 9 in the morning and then got done around noon, and now we're playing again at 4. Now that's clearly a first world complaint. It's better than sitting behind a desk working 9 to 5, which is where I'd be otherwise.
Hey man, get a better one.
But within the rarefied environment of a Arizona 35 plus tournament, having that delay is not necessarily something you don't want that rest, because you just tighten up. You got to ramp up emotionally. You know, get yourself back on point. Got to kind of rev everything up after taking that break. So I think, you know, if we can score a few runs,
Good eye.
kind of get that motor running again. I was throwing Dan some BP in between games, and he was releasing with his top half too early. He was pulling off the ball, and I talked to him briefly, and he knows it too. He said he was out in front of it. He just couldn't let it travel deep. And ate him up. Fastball in the hands. I would say that Dan never looked truly comfortable in that at bat. Feels like he's fighting his swing right now. It's Bill Hausman.
1-6, sir.
Billy's got it together from a uniform perspective. Foul ball on the third baseline. He's got the striped socks with the Mammoth appropriate colors. He's got a couple of yellow batting gloves hanging out of the back pockets. There's a ground ball. It's gonna be knocked down. It's gonna be played at the plate. He's out. Nice play. It's a ground ball in the hole. The shortstop smothered it, stood up, and threw Scott Seaver out at home. I don't think Scott ever broke stride. He went from second to home. I think I like that. I think I like that play. Shortstop did a really nice job getting into the hole and knocking it down. Kind of rolled over it with his body, found the baseball, stood up, threw a one-hop strike to the catcher, who tagged a sliding Scott Seaver out. So we stay scoreless. We stay behind. I believe the score is 5-0. Top of the third. Let's see if I can get a confirmation on that score. We respond. We'll be okay. Let's see what the book says. It looks like they got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Scott, nice hit.
Got it. Rolled over, ball.
Good defense. Let's go, boys.
Yeah, he basically smothered the ball with his whole body, and then
made it to the
yeah, he kind of rolled over on top. I think it was a good aggressive. I mean, it was a really nice play on his part.
I'll do the same thing.
Yep.
That's right.
Make him make a play.
Right.
Make a perfect throw.
can see the Mammoth contingent, the fans. Got a game going on behind us. I believe they're with the 65 plus group, the 60. A lot of gray hairs over on this side of the field. A lot of gray hairs on this side of the camera too, if I'm honest. So we move to the top of the third. The score is Bandits 5, Mammoth nothing.
Hey, that was a nice
job.
hit, Scott.
Sounds like Scott has some family. He's chatting with them behind us.
Well, yeah.
So another large fellow at the plate, number 42, Allen.
Yeah.
It's a ball in the dirt. We heard Lip in between innings, or rather after the end of last inning, talking a little bit about Dolly, how some of his pitches have caught a lot of the plate.
You were the highest right now.
I think those are the pitches we've seen exit the infield with a lot of velocity. I do think it's important that he not walk guys. I mean, he's got this enormous field behind him, so make them do that. Diamond Dan runs up and catches that ball. Make them do that. Kenny and I used to talk about we'd roll up to these fields with the Lumberjacks. We were often the smaller team, and it wasn't guys like that that worried us, because guys like that, as big as they appear relative to what we brought down there and what we've brought down there this year, they're still not big enough to hit the ball over the fences down here, and we have a fast outfield, so let them expend themselves up there. Put your big swing on the ball, give your outfielders a chance to run it down. Obviously that doesn't work sometimes. We've seen a number of doubles, but I mean, when I was managing, I preferred that over trying to be too fine when you don't have the combination of arsenal and control that a guy like Matt Grill has. I mean, Matt Grill can afford to be that fine. I think the name of the game for Mike tonight is inducing weak contact. Of course, easier said than done, but the takeaway is let's not walk people. Even if it means they barrel up a couple of loud balls and they hit a couple of doubles instead of walking. We lunged at that one, fouled it off, it's out of play. The sun is sinking behind the clouds in right center. The lights are coming on. Turned on that one.
Oh, come on.
End of the bat though. Bushy under it, catches it, 2 outs. Brian Bushman had a nice game 1 for the Mammoth. 3 hits, led the team. Here's the batter who got up there first inning with the bases loaded. Ripped a ball foul and then struck out on a swing I think he'd want back. See what he does here. Pitch was up. It's a strike, but it was up. It's hard to see where it was relative to the plate, east-west, but north-south, that was north. There's a rocket to second. Casey scoops the short hop, throws to first. We get out of it. He hit that hard though.
That was a good top. Oh.
Getting some fist bumps from his teammates. They know he hit the ball hard. That was a nice play by Casey though. And they just snatched it on the short hop. Threw the first for the out. Bottom of the third.
One at a time, maybe in this inning. Infinitely better.
Attaboy, Grilly.
Usually takes me an inning or two.
Good job.
Attaboy, Dolly. Good work.
Well, let's put some up here, huh? Here you go, boys.
Bushy.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah,
play
yeah,
out there.
Yeah. Here you go, boys.
Number 88, getting ready for his at bat.
Put some up.
We got this man Grill and then
Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Is Bushy batting?
yeah.
Excellent.
Bushy
Excellent.
Grilly top.
Bro,
All right.
he's 3 for 3 last game.
You gotta ride the beard, man.
Ride the beard.
Ride the snake. Jim Carrey. Ride the dude. Brian Bushman.
Brian Bushman.
The greatest character in Tech Melba history.
Brian Bushman?
Oh yeah. Nobody dislikes Bushman.
Yeah, that's what I say.
And he's so fun
he's
and so
impossible to
positive.
dislike.
What a guy.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The greatest character in TCM Maybale history, according to Diamond Dan. He's seen a lot of TCM Maybale history. That's a tribute. See him there preparing. Bushy comes down here with the expectation that he's going to be in support, not necessarily a guy who's going to draw 2 starts in 2 games. So it's really great. It's really great to see this.
Did you look at your leg? Did you see it?
Like I said, Bushy had 3 hits in game 1 against some very good pitching. Dave Meyer and Matt Meyer. Come on, Bushy. I think Bushy's fast. I was talking to Casey about this the other day. Like, Bushy looks like he should be fast. He plays right field and he covers right field very well. Moody would know if he's fast. Moody, share with the chat. Brian Bushman, fast or not? No, he's running pretty good down to first. Pulling up, that's an out, 1 out. Ground ball back to the pitcher. 1 out. Ball ate him up a little bit, got into the hands. Smack Grill. Grilly is cool as a cucumber, wherever he is on the baseball field. I'd say the 2 most unflappable presences on the baseball field for the Mammoth, I would say, are Matt Grill and Nate Stark. I mean, we got a lot of guys like that, I think. No moment's too big for Nate Jackson. There's never been a moment bigger than Diamond Dan Casasa. I mean, Diamond Dan fills up the moment, and then he overflows the moment. He spills over the top of the moment. We're looking at what are we looking up for? UFO? I just see a proper baseball sky. What's going on? Umpires are talking and laughing.
Hey, Don, do you have any gauze?
Gauze. He's asking for gauze. Oh, I think we got a nosebleed. Maybe? He's not looking at UFOs, guys. He's got a nosebleed. You can understand how I might confuse the two, though.
I only have bandages and tape.
Is this a nosebleed situation? see if we're speculating properly. He takes the gauze, he applies it to his nose, tilts his head back, shakes his head. Will we see a splash of red? This is really when you want to zoom. Is this a bloody nose situation, Casey?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know now you might be able to see it. Put my sunglasses on.
Who's sorry, I'm trying to get
I don't know. Do we have someone? Maybe it's probably my mom.
No. They say there are some moms from Richfield Rockets that don't like Bushy.
Yeah. Bushy, what was the play? He was crossing home and he did a little jig because that's what Bushy does. I mean, Bushy jigs in normal life.
Well,
Bushy jigs his way out to his automobile. It's just his normal gait.
His reasoning was the umpire was kind of not looking at Bushy, and so he's trying to make sure he saw him score.
Can I appeal that his nosebleed got in the way? That's why he called that pitch that was like 4.5 inches inside of the strike.
I think it's worth a try, Grilly.
Seems like he has a good sense of humor.
This is kind of a flat start for us.
Yeah.
I think the combination of the time off, we just haven't really developed. We just haven't had one of those innings where we're chaining hits together. What do you think of this pitcher? What did he get you with? He got you on the hands? Or the
Yeah, it jammed me.
jammed you?
But I couldn't tell you. You're kind of looking at a black ball with that sun in the background.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
couldn't really pick up anything. They were close straight.
All right, get tough, Grill. Let's go.
Jax
Wait.
actually asked me if he had thrown me a knuckleball on one of them, but it didn't break at all, or like danced.
There's a
But I mean,
splitter.
he could have.
Could have been a splitter, right?
Well, it didn't move like any of that. It just kind of was straight. It's rather slow. I gotta get jazzed up. Maybe I should listen to some music.
It does feel.
Take.
It feels like whenever we take breaks like that, you're sluggish.
Yeah.
You're like a rattled snake in the sun. You're just basking all day in this heat, and then you're expected to come out here and strike.
Let's go, Matt.
We got to get our rattle going. And I think this man is the man to get our rattle going. Diamond Dan Casazza. But we need Grilly to set him up here. It's a ground ball, high chopper. Shortstop Fields. Shortstop's got a good arm. He fielded that in the hole, planted, and just wheeled that. He winged that ball over to first base on the line. Got Matt Grill out. I don't know what the umpire is saying. It's a little hard to take a man seriously when he's got Kleenex wadded up in one nostril. Diamond Dan swinging for the moon. And missing. Dan getting dirtier and dirtier by the inning. Another big swing from Diamond. That was a little bit more controlled. I suggest it's hard to take an umpire seriously when he's got Kleenex wadded up in one nostril.
Yeah, he's humped by a 4th grade boy.
Not a lot of complaints so far about the zone, though. Appears to be doing a nice job, despite the nose issue. Diamond Dan behind that one.
Heads up!
Little surprised she's challenging him. I would come something off speed. The swings that Diamond have taken on these fastballs. Don't you throw whatever that off speed is, that tumbling, whatever that slow pitch you saw was? I don't think I challenged Dan with the heater here. There it is. Yeah. That was smart. Now what do you do?
Well, that was kind of a waste pitch.
It wasn't close enough, right? I mean, It was the right idea, but it was way too far off the plate. High pitch.
So that's why I'm throwing. It just doesn't have any control.
Yes, I think that's right. I think that's fair. Diamond's shoes have stayed remarkably white. Everything about him is dirty, but for his shoes, it's a good fastball. Kind of drops down to 3/4.
Maryville and
What year is it?
but you got
Yeah.
Diamond Dan puts his hand up, settles into the box. We're in the bottom of the third. Mammoth are down 5-0. 2 outs. Top of the order. Diamond Dan. 2 strikes. Foul ball. Out of play. He's pumping that fastball in there pretty good. See if Diamond Dan can square one up here. It's that off-speed pitch again. Another good pitch. Oh, nice play by the first baseman. Played it on the right hop. Chopper to the first baseman. The first baseman played the short hop. Walked out to first base.
Yep, airport. But we got it. What? Well, we're done at 1:30. I need a game set.
So we move to the top of the fourth. Mammoth down 5-0.
5:30. Doors open. We had a good dinner.
Shouldn't have swung at those first few.
Yeah.
But
You put some ferocious energy into those swings.
that's what I'm trying to do.
I was thinking about
Trying to harness
calling
that shit because it's
I did see everything.
it's what I need to be me.
Because I know last year they said
Yeah.
people that
If he makes a mistake, it's gonna get killed.
You're not a wallflower. You're not a you're not a potted plant.
No.
You're Diamond Dan Casazza.
That's right.
Right, but wasn't that? I think he did that one.
Not a diamond, not a potted plant number 88. As he trots out to the outfield. Dolly back out there for another inning. Settling in. Win or lose, we need Dolly to soak up some of these innings for us. Mammoth down 5-0, top of the fourth. Lost a 2-1 13 inning classic to Lakeville this morning. We're now down 5-0 in our second game of the 6-game round robin tournament. Number 24. Having a laugh with the umpire.
Well, actually, not that since
Settles in. Spectacular sunset. Right center.
Oh wow, that's beautiful.
I'd almost made the 4 innings of blinding sun worthwhile. Almost. Good spot. Attaboy, Dolly. That was a little curveball that appeared not to break too much. The batter just missed it.
How you doing, Tom? How are we doing?
Down 5-0. Gone for men today. We lost 2-1 and 13.
Ground ball. Ooh, just fouled. I was going to get by Nate Jackson, probably another double, but
Made the right call.
baseball, guys.
I'm sure Mike will explain it to me now.
We just haven't played well.
so I would say
This game?
this team
Well, 5 runs isn't doing for work.
that we're playing right now, that may drop. Peely's under it though, catches it. I would say from a talent perspective, we certainly saw teams this good in the Cactus Division. We played a Long Island team last year that I thought was really good, that were the equal of this team, I think. We played a San Antonio Bombers team. I think they beat us.
Not in.
They're solid. They can hit.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's nice air, isn't it? Look at that.
But they're not, I wouldn't say they're blowing our doors off.
So normally last time she did it.
Got him chasing that one. We're in the Mountain Division. Mountain Division allows pro players up to 2. My supposition coming in was that at some point we'd face a nice spot. That we'd face minor league pitchers with minor league pitching experience, like a Matt Meyer. I mean, we have faced both Dave and Matt Meyer. But I thought that's where the better talent would really shine. You know, it's one thing to be a dominant hitter, you know, like a AA, an ex-AA hitter. Obviously, you're going to give Mike Dahl some issues. But a ex-minor league pitcher, got him on a swinging strike. An ex-minor league pitcher is in such a position to dominate a lineup. Now, the pitcher we're seeing throwing against us right now, I don't think pitched on the AA level. We did watch a Tulsa team where they played Lakeville to a tie in Lakeville's second game, and they had some athletes on that team, and apparently they started a guy who had minor league pitching experience. So we'll have Tulsa at some point. Be interesting to see what kind of pitching we see from them, because they have a big roster. I would anticipate they have some arm talent.
Oh yeah, because
Ground ball. Nate Jackson picks. Nice easy throw to first. Nate's throw from third to first is a little bit like a fade to the back end of the back corner of the end zone. Nate doesn't put a lot on it, but he just drops it into the glove. Take a walk through and see what the guys have to say.
Welcome. Just got off the airplane a couple minutes ago. How you doing?
How's it going?
Doing good.
My dog.
Let's represent the house guys.
Yeah, we gotta get something going, right?
We gotta have something fun to talk about tonight in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Am I right? You don't want to hear me talking about fishing all night, because I will do that.
I mean, I feel like I could contribute to the fishing thing now that I've been your captain of your boat.
Yeah. It wasn't an SS Minnow situation. I mean, it wasn't a trip that ended in disaster.
No. I've docked that thing like a pro.
Like a Kenny Wangler or a Dan Smollett.
Yeah. Can't live there. Smollett. Ken Wang. Clear. All right, I gotta get a hit. I'm due.
Have you gotten a hit yet?
Nope.
You've hit the ball well, though.
Hit the
I
ball
feel
hard.
like you've had good at-bats.
Yeah. I don't know if that was 0 for 4 or 0 for 5. 0 for 5 in the first game, but probably one of the better 0-4s
Right.
that I've had.
I felt like you won some of those at-bats, despite the outcome, given the
No,
quality of
yeah.
the pitching.
When they go for real.
I gotta wash those Meyer strikeouts out of my system. Get past
Now you
those.
got a righty.
I believe in you, Nate. I believe in you. Okay.
Let's go right here. Here we go, Lip. Get us started.
How we doing, Grilly?
I'm alright. Did that sound believable?
We just gotta. It feels like we gotta change some hits together, right?
We need the one hit.
Yeah.
I think once we get that one
We need the
timed
momentum
hit,
swing.
then all
you
of a
know?
sudden it's everyone exhales and we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, you getting the sunset?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
I got it.
That shit's beautiful right there.
I mean, that sun.
I don't know if the camera's doing it justice, but
I was finally getting some.
But it's paying off.
I was finally getting some camera time, and then Stark's like, "Hey, why don't you turn around and get the sunset?"
What's the prettier picture, Mackerel or the sunset?
Tried a W next to
I
my
know what
name
your
last
mom.
game,
I know what
but
your mom would say.
That's
I know
fair.
what your mom would say.
Keep it for now. The sunset.
Mike Lipper. Back to the action.
Got ice.
Lip maybe.
Look at this view, huh, Tommy?
That sunset? Did
Yeah.
you see that?
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
That was rough for a couple of innings. It's almost worth it though. Given
It
that
is almost
sunset.
worth it, but-
Almost worth it.
It wasn't great.
Yeah. Hey, what do you got there? That smells good. Can I have the strawberry?
Everybody wants strawberry.
Well, do you mind that I take it?
No, it's fine. Look at it, Tom. I got a whole bag of them.
Yeah. Is that your kind of go-to power snack? The Starburst?
I mean, I figure, especially when I'm playing like I have to right now, where I was running like crazy for 2 innings.
Yeah. You're a star who has a lot of burst in this game. So I think it works, right?
Yeah, I like Starburst. You can't do chocolate. I much prefer chocolate usually.
No. I mean, I wouldn't want like milk.
But it melts.
Yeah, like a milk dud I wouldn't want to use with you because you're not a...
No. How's the stream looking for people?
Is that the number?
Yep.
I thought we'd see Lars here.
What do you mean?
Lars was going to come and stream this game.
Oh.
I wasn't going to stream this.
Oh. Maybe he's tired. They did play 2 today. I'm not sure what the second game was like, but
You play 2 and you don't want to come and watch a game?
Why would you want to come watch a game? Come on, Lip!
Because Lars is selfless like that, right?
He likes baseball a lot.
But I think he probably realized, well, they got 2 streams going already.
We
Why
do.
we need a third, right? Pop up. Third baseman calling up the shortstop. Runs it down. Moves well for a big man.
That's a much better pitcher than I expected. I'll give him credit. Called
Yeah.
him me before, but I mean, and he's not unbeatable.
He's better
played
than his
dead.
He's better than his stuff, right?
He played dead first few inning or so.
He appears to know what he's doing.
Yeah, he does.
It's good with keeping it close, you know?
Yeah, I mean, putting the zeros up is big, and you know.
Sharp grounded a third that was knocked down by the third baseman.
Yeah,
John
third
Ott.
baseman picked it, just knocked it down, and threw it to first.
Good lid by Casey.
I
Batter's
mean,
out.
Casey barreled it. You put that a little bit further to the left or right, and that's a double.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, go Stark. The only thing is, it feels like the 6th inning, but it's the 4th.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so we may have burned a bunch of time in those first 2 innings, but there's plenty of time to come back. I really like to see a score run, obviously.
Yeah,
Well,
you know,
we got plenty of time.
we haven't chained together hits. I mean, we weren't going to do it in the first game, but I thought by now in this game we'd see typical Mammoth inning. Just haven't seen it.
We just need that one crack of the bat and the momentum.
Momentum will shift.
Put a little bit behind that fastball.
Yeah, no run. Glad
Oh,
you're jogging in.
I don't know.
Double. Go, Nate. Good eye.
Good pitch, too.
Yeah, we barely. Yeah, he picked it, but it knocked out his glove. You know, so like I was saying to Tom, you put it like a foot to the left, it's double. Maybe maybe a triple. But
Right, it's all the way to fence for
yeah.
sure.
The umpire was losing track of that count. And the outs, in my opinion. And I was like, bro.
He's lost some blood, man. I mean, he's bleeding. He's bleeding out right
He's
now.
bleeding, but I think it's more the fact that they've done 2 games already.
Yeah.
How do you keep track of that? All right, let's go.
I don't know what that pitch was. It wasn't a fastball. I think it's his little frisbee off-speed pitch. So we go into the
I don't know.
top of
6,
the...
7, 8, 9, something.
I feel like it's 6.
I think this is the 5th. Let's see if Bushy knows. I think we're all getting a little tired. Hey, Bushy, you know what inning it is?
Oh man, I'm like the last person that knows that information.
Somewhere between 1 and 9,
Yeah,
safe
I'm
to
guessing
say?
somewhere in the middle, like 4 or 5.
All right, that works.
I'm putting my money. Yeah,
Top
I
5.
like top 5 too.
All right, we're going to go with top 5. The
I
money,
think we're down 5 too, so let's go 5.
the money is on the top of the 5th, and we're down by 5.
Top of 5.
I think Grilly's settled in. Or not Grilly, Dolly's settled in.
We got a late start.
Yeah, we got off to a little late start.
Oh, okay. I was worried I didn't going to get much of the game because my plane didn't land until 4:10.
Yeah, we got started
Yeah.
maybe half hour, 35 minutes late.
Yeah.
Because the first 2 games went pretty long. Five nothing Bandits. Top of the 5th. Bandits barreled a lot of baseballs early. Did most of their scoring early. Mike settled in, throwing up a couple of goose eggs. See if we can extend that streak.
So they didn't put a purifier in?
C. Olson, number 18. This guy ripped one last at bat, I believe.
Well, and the water's gone up.
Ooh. Nice little off-speed pitch. Curveball or changeup. That one just floated in there. 1-1. Good pitch. Appeared to be some kind of sweeping breaking ball that broke off the plate. It's a good spot though. 2-1. So he comes back with fastball inside. Oh, another curveball, another line drive to left. That appeared to catch a lot of the plate. Number 11, Suevas. This guy looks like he can hit a baseball. Ball down. This game has kind of settled into a depression. Not a depression in an emotional sense, but if we're talking elevations, I feel like we've kind of descended into something of a hollow, a glen. Needs something to pick us up. Down ball. This could be it. We could see 2. Easy throw to second. Got him at first. That's the first double play for the Mammoth this tournament. Really nice turn by Casey at second. Nate eased it into second base. Casey caught it, got rid of it quickly. Oh, that's not a double play. Take that back. Fielder's choice. It's called safe at first base. I retract everything I just said. High pitch, 1-0. Wonder how the Grays did today. Grays, Bruins, Lakeville, 3 teams coming out of Minnesota playing down here this year. There's a shot to left center. Billy lost it, but he wasn't going to catch it anyway. It falls near the fence. Hauled him to first base. I wonder if he was, what he was doing on his way to first, that he only made it to first base. That was just described as a long-ass single by the batter stepping into the box. Pretty good description. Billy lost it, but he was not going to catch it. It was a barreled fly ball to left center that landed well behind him and well to his right. So the puzzle, the mystery is how the man managed to make it just to first base. Here's our Craig Counsell. We talked about somebody on the stream pointed out that he's got the Craig Counsell stance. I think this is a guy, right? Does he bring that bat up or no? Yeah, there it is. Let's see if he brings it down. It's part of his load. Yeah. Another chance for a double play. Not going to get the guy first, but we're going to get him at home. Nice play. Nice play. That was 6-4, 2. A really nice play.
Clip that one.
You mean you're rolling over on your back play?
It's a nice play by Webb. That throw wasn't right there. I think it's fair to say that. He was on his rear end, and he applied the tag. Let's see if that picks the team up. It's a nice defensive play. Ground ball to Nate at third. Nate threw it over to Casey at second. Casey knew he didn't have a shot at the runner at first, who was just scurrying down the first baseline. So Casey fired it home. Lip applied the tag from his rear end.
I feel like this is the inning.
There's some feeling from Tommy Lippert that this is the inning.
Jacks that ball that we yelled heads up. It was coming like right for you. It hit the pole. Square. 2, bounce right back. Wish you would have loved it. What you selling me out like? What are you selling me out for, bro?
Can I have one of these?
What are you selling out? I got 2 bags from Walmart.
Big brain.
That's some big brain stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, let's go right here, boy.
Did they have a deal?
Not really. I mean, it was right before Halloween, so it might have been on Halloween, but it was like $3.67 for a bag. I mean, that's
Bottom of the 5th, the score is 5-0.
You buy like
Mammoth
the ones,
are down
you buy,
to
like,
the
little
Bandits.
bowl, and the gas station's like $2. Yeah. It's terrible.
Mammoth come into the game 0-1.
So you basically bought like
A bunch of rolls. Oh yeah. I'm not even sure how many are in here. So the roll has 12. 15 times 6.
Nate
You know what
Jackson.
that is?
90.
I've said it before. I have confidence in Nate Jackson's confidence.
You got Starburst.
Halloween blizzard.
You can take them, buddy. Just don't
I feel
fall
like
in.
Nate expects to get a hit every time he's in there.
Get it started, 8. Come on.
That's the only thing
You gotta do math problems.
Not everybody steps into the box expecting to get a hit.
Go Jets!
See if they can get this team started.
Yeah, I mean you were gonna turn it.
you decide that or someone call it?
Be interesting to see what a difference Emery would have made to this
Go, Jax!
lineup. Obviously, it would have an impact fitting the man's size. I mean, it would have been a big impact. Emery was on our team last year.
Buddy. Go after it. Get your pitch.
But he was an age exemption last year. And this year, the tournament got rid of age exemptions entirely. And unfortunately, Emery's only 34 this year, and they were not willing to grandfather in players who had been exempted in previous years. So we're expecting to have Emery with us. We're hoping to have Emery with us next year, assuming that we're not playing the same time as the 25-plus group, and assuming that Emery is willing to double dip. Emery just had a monstrous tournament. I watched all of the Cardinal streams. What a tournament Emery had.
Yeah, it is.
I bet you could play it.
No, I couldn't. Not a chance. No.
Come on, Nate.
75 plus, I might.
That's a nice shot. There's a base hit
Go!
from Nate.
Let's go, baby!
Bring her on, Scotty!
99 pumped a fastball in there, and Nate Jackson just turned it around on him. Sent it to center field with pace. Now we got Scott Sievert. Scott had a double earlier this game. Probably the best hit of the tournament so far for the Mammoth. We've squared some balls up. We squared some balls up in game one, but they did not result in extra bases or in many cases hits.
Scotty, reset. Hey, good hack.
Good cut.
And that fastball was just blown by Scott. I don't think that fastball got on him faster than he was expecting. Let's see how he adjusts. Off speed, off the plate, the ball went under the. Scotty's got some quick hands, so if he tries to pump another fastball in there.
Hey, let's go, Scotty. Your pitch on, baby. 1-9er.
Another breaking pitch.
Hit a bat, 19.
It's possible that Scott turned that fastball around his first at bat. So he started with his ceiling fastball, and now he's gone off speed. Now he's coming back with that high fastball.
Hey, yours only. Let's go.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1.
5-0 them. They are the Yanisi Bandits.
Good at bat. Mammoth got something going. First and second, nobody out. Bottom of 5.
Are you in the 1, 2, or 3? We're in the top division. Yeah, you're in the 3. I think it's Bombers. No, Blues. Blues? Okay, yeah, I remember. All right. Played you last year, I think.
Talk on the mound.
No, that would be if you're thinking of Minnesota guy,
yeah.
It's the Lobos. Is he left-handed?
No, he's a righty. Dude, it looks like he's throwing like a softball pitch.
That's
but
the
he throws
Bruins.
hard. Okay.
That's Atkins.
Okay.
He's like,
Dude, he throws hard. It's so weird. I don't know how he does that in that third. And he can throw for
Dan Smollett.
First game we lost 5-2, and then we beat him in the second game.
he's ripping everything. He's like, he's got more.
First and second, nobody out. Mammoth down 5-0. Bottom of 5.
So like,
Need a big hit here to wake everybody up.
You played the.
Well, we played the same.
Dan Smollett carries a certain amount of anxiety with him into the batter's box, which makes him somebody I always root for. Oh, that's a,
There you go, Danny!
That's a,
Come on, baby!
Look like a
Way to be
knuckle
ready.
ball. That was a knuckleball, right? I haven't seen too many of those. That's an interesting pitch selection. There's a chop.
Come on, Dan! He's there! He's there! Let's go!
Ooh, they called him safe. Dan really hustled down the line. So he hit a Baltimore chop to the second baseman. The second baseman dropped to his knees as he fielded it. I'm not sure why. Might have had some English on it. Threw it over to first base. Dan just busting butt down the line. If he beat it by a fraction of an inch. It's Billy Houseman. Billy Baseball. Billy started his own bat company. Bully bats. He's got one in his hand right now. Bill had a really good summer season with the Mammoth in the Federal League this year.
Yeah, and he wouldn't. He doesn't even.
Bases loaded, nobody out. This could be our innings. Come on, Billy, base hit. Bandits got somebody up. Now, I mentioned before they don't have a deep roster. It appears to me they have maybe 14 guys. Curious to see what they've got behind this guy. This is their second game of the tournament. Come on, Billy. Brian Bushman on deck. I need a base hit here.
Hit the outside corner with his fastball.
All right.
That pitch looked
Let's go.
up and out.
All right, Bushy.
Billy clearly unhappy with that call. I don't blame him. I mean, again, it's hard to tell from here, but that did not look like a strike from here. Just threw that fastball by Bushy.
Hey, you reset. Your pitch.
Come on, Bushy. Got Matt Grill on deck. Let's put a little bit extra on that fastball.
Yeah, and outside.
Billy suggesting that last pitch was both high and outside. I agree with him. That's a good pitch.
Let's go.
Elevated a fastball, and then he threw that curve slider, whatever that is.
Come on, Bush. Go, baby.
Started middle and broke off. Caught the edge of the plate. 2 strikes on Bushy. I would elevate that fastball again. There it is. Gets it off the plate. And we score a run. Great at bat by Brian Bushman. Pounded it into the plate. Pitcher hopped off the mound. Bent over, kind of slid. Fumbled the ball. Could not throw Bushy out at first and could not throw. Who scored? Could not. Who scored there? Jackson. Could not throw Jackson out at home. Productive at bat by Brian Bushman. Tough at bat, 2 strikes. Fought that off enough to get down to first base. So we got 1 out, bases loaded, 5-1. Matt Grill.
Nice job, Matty. Let's go.
The unflappable one.
Oh no.
Let's see if Grilly can punch one to right field. A lot of you guys probably don't know Chris Gigstad or his game, but if you do know Chris Gigstad and his game, Grilly's approach is very much like Chris Gigstad's approach. Is to take the pitches to right field, and is very good at it. If I had to give Grilly a lumberjack comp, I'd make him Chris Gigstad. Good fastball. This guy's got a good fastball.
Okay, first of all, we had
2 strikes. Contact. Was that knuckleball again?
Go, Grill.
He's got a big arm. I mean, I didn't think he did, but it may be the case that he doesn't unleash that fastball very often. Every once in a while, though, it gets up there with a lot of giddy up. Let's see if we can see it here. No. What an at-bat. Pitcher is looking at the umpire with disbelief. Grilly threw the bat away confidently and immediately headed down towards first base. So Grilly was convinced that was a ball. If anybody knows the strike zone, it's Matt Grill. Let's assume Grilly was right, and it was an excellent take. That was a really close pitch. It was ball 4. We score another run, 5-2. Now we've got force of nature, Diamond Dan Casasa. I once described Diamond Dan as this a swift-footed Achilles who's not afraid to play the heel. And I think that's a pretty good description of Diamond Dan. He's very fast, he's very athletic, he's got a heroic quality about him. But he's also not afraid to let his big personality out of its cage when he's out there. Diamond's a little bit like A.J. Pierzynski was on the Twins. I think A.J. Pierzynski somewhat famously was liked as a teammate, but really disliked as opponents. I don't think Diamond Dan's really disliked by opponents. But Dan plays with his emotions on his sleeve, to use a horribly worn cliche. And, sometimes teams don't appreciate that too much. Diamond Dan's one of my favorite players to watch because he's bigger than his physical space. He's bigger than these moments. Oh, look at that. It's thrown away by the second baseman. 2 runs are going to score. Grilly, they're going to send, no, Grilly's going to hold up at third base. That ball was hit so hard by Diamond Dan. Sadly, he hit it directly into the ground. Second baseman somehow stayed in front of it, knocked it down, actually fielded it cleanly. But then he airmailed the shortstop. 2 runs scored, first and third, 1 out. I believe that makes it 5-4. I don't know if you could hear the crack of that, but that ball was hit hard. That was a good fastball by this pitcher. And Diamond Dan does what Diamond Dan does. We have Mike Lippert. We're talking in game 1, and we watched Lippert bat against Matt Meyer about how Lip's got the kind of swing that can handle this quicker pitching, as well as, hitters on the Mammoth team are going to handle it. He's very short to the ball. On the third. On the bag. Diamond Dan steals second base. Catcher throws down to third, trying to catch Grilly sleeping. You're not going to catch Grilly sleeping unless it's midnight and he's in bed. Takes the force, as one of the fans just pointed out. All right, this is a good inning. Second and third, 1 out. Oh, a chopper that gets over the third baseman's glove. Another run scores. Diamond Dan kicks it into another gear. Scores. Lip barreled that ball up. It got by the third baseman, but not because the third baseman misplayed it. It was just one of those 3 or 4 hoppers that was very difficult to field. A lot of excitement, a lot of energy now. Attaboy, Bushy. Hey, good at bat, Bushy.
Let's get some more. Come on.
Looks like they're going to change pitchers.
He literally I crap out of that. His feet weren't hard like this. That's because I hit him 100 miles an hour. I know.
Dan, you hit that ball so hard.
I know.
He's like, are you serious? He's gonna get a double play.
Yeah.
You guys don't even know. I know. I was when it went right to him, I go crap.
Right.
And I was like bolted down. But I hit that harder than the line drive, I think. It just went straight to the ground.
For sure you did. You annihilated him.
Hey, Grilly, how close was that pitch, that ball 4?
No, that was in. That was way in.
I was gonna say 5 inches in.
Okay.
And it's tailing.
Blast him in the face. Go.
Had another inch or 2 over.
Okay.
That was a great bat.
Tell me, Matt.
Got a guy warming up?
You could have one, buddy. I'm too tired for math. How about this? What's the score? We have 6 or we have 5?
Is it 6 now? 6-5? Look at a score count here. I think it's 6-5. Mammoth take the lead. We finally chained together those hits. Knock that pitcher out. Another big body gentleman on the mound. Diamond Dan rounded third, and he just, watching Diamond Dan run, you're not reminded of Carl Lewis or Marion Jones or Ben Johnson. He doesn't have the length of an Olympic sprinter. For that reason, he doesn't necessarily have that he doesn't run like a cheetah. He's more like Carrie Strug on her approach to the vault. It's more of a mad scamper when Diamond Dan is covering ground. Of course, Diamond Dan looks nothing like Carrie Strug. Diamond Dan is built like a juvenile silverback gorilla. Speaks to the marvelous mutability of Diamond Dan's persona that we can compare him both to Carrie Strug and a gorilla in the same digression. Hold on, I was just... Hello!
When do you get to see your awesome bat?
Well, I don't have an awesome bat, so... No, I get to stand here and talk about these guys, which is as much fun as going up there and not hitting, right?
That is.
Who are you here with?
Mike Dahl.
Oh, Mike Dahl. Okay. Are you Mike Dahl's mom? Okay. Did you listen last year to the stream at all?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Glad. So is this your first time you made the trip down there?
Played with the Cardinals.
Okay. But you haven't watched.
The year before was the pandemic. Yeah, it was much better.
Okay. Very good.
Last year.
Yeah.
Yes, I did watch.
Oh, good. Yeah, Mike's doing a good job out there, A little rough in the first couple innings, but he's really settled in. These guys can really hit, too.
Hey, go! Good one. Hey, there he is.
So Lip there had...
Well, it's nice meeting you. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello.
Lip had a very clutch hit and smart base running there.
Lip does what Lip does, man. Lip is...
He's on third all right.
Yeah. We knocked that pitcher out who was giving us trouble.
So Mike plays.
Mike, that's a Mike Lippert game right there.
Zaza and Lip got two really clutch hits for us. Clutch hits. Oh.
Lip's going to score
Lip
here,
does
maybe?
what Lip does.
Right away, Lip.
Let's go, baby!
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about!
Good hustle, Mike!
Yeah!
It kind of woke us up, I think, that whole sequence.
I feel like he tried to throw it at him.
Yeah. Just trying to get that ball back to the catcher.
Go! Keep it rolling, Fox!
Attaboy, Lip.
I should have asked. That's why you're seeing all the others. That's who that is.
Yep. Good job, Hart. You got yours.
Back to the action here. Base is empty. What do we got now, Billy? Like 7-5, something like that?
Yep.
Get it back.
7-5.
7-5. And this is bottom of 5?
That I don't know.
Okay, something like that. Bottom 5, bottom 6.
Hey, gotta get one, start.
Bottom 5? Okay, bottom 5, 7-5.
It feels like the 8th inning. It does.
7-run inning by the Mammoth.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first inning where it feels like we've woken up.
Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna take it. We're taking
Dude,
it.
my
We just
pace
took it.
is like 10 times what that game is. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm dogging. Oxygen-wise, I feel good energy-wise. Just oxygen.
Nate Stark, come on, Nate. See if we can get Nate to barrel one up.
Go! Go!
Another pass ball. Oh boy, this umpire, this catcher is frustrating. Just airmailed the pitcher. So he slams the helmet down.
the catcher's mad.
Yes.
I'm no like very good color guy here, but I think the catcher's mad.
Well, then he shows the pitcher up by slamming the helmet down, and then he airmails the pitcher on the throw back. Not a good sequence.
No.
There you go.
That last pitcher, it seemed like when he when he amped up that fastball, he was really tough. Like he
Yeah, it
didn't
was
look
decent.
like he was that good, but
And
then
then he had like
zipped
a
that
weird,
fastball in there.
and he had a weird knuckleball. Like
Yeah, the
kind
knuckle.
of mixed pitches a little bit.
Good hit by Nate. This shortstop's really
Yeah,
good.
he's got a cannon.
Oh, that should have been caught, right?
Nice bat on the first baseman.
So Nate barreled maybe a one-hop line drive to the shortstop. Shortstop caught it in the hole and made a really strong throw to first, and the first baseman just didn't gather it. He should have though. So that moved Casey over to third base, first and third.
Let's go, Jack.
Still one out.
Still just one out.
And Jack started it all, didn't
Yep.
he? Yeah.
He let
So
off
we
the
batted
inning.
around.
Batted around. And it shouldn't even be one out. I rung up on a terrible pitch. That was terrible.
I mean, it's hard for me to
I
tell
swing
from
at
here.
everything,
Yeah.
and I wasn't swinging at that.
It's hard for me from this angle, but it looked both
No,
high.
it was
and
high
outside.
and outside.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, you know me.
Yeah, I
I
know
swing
you.
at everything,
Yeah.
like bad pitches, and that was a terrible pitch. Sometimes I swing at terrible pitches more than I should.
Wow.
Oh yeah, baby,
Chopper off the third base glove. All right, that was a two-hopper down the third base line.
Yep.
Third baseman tried to backhand it, went off his glove, trickled in the left field. Nate Stark had to stop at second base though, but we scored another run. That makes it 8-5. Boy, the skies have opened up. It's raining Mammoth. Hallelujah. Still one out. Batted around, one out in the inning. Back to Scott Siebert. Catcher yelling for them to hold the guy on second base. This catcher is really frustrated right now. Not sure why. I mean, I don't think he likes these balls that are being thrown in the dirt, but I don't feel like this pitcher is. He's not a train wreck out there. Maybe a car crash. Not even a car crash, like a pontoon crash. Oh, some kind of. Oh, this could be too. Oh.
Yes.
Okay, that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Could have been a double play ball. But it ate up the shortstop. Shortstop threw it to the second baseman. It's bang play at second. Nate Jackson nearly slid through second base, but he was called out at second base on the force. Very close play. Too close to tell from here whether he was safe or not. So first and third, 2 outs, 8-5. Let's pick that guy up from third. I don't think they're done scoring, so we need some runs. Ooh, that was close. Dan Smolik still looking for his first hit.
So thinking if he gets into some trouble, Dolly, that come in and throw, I can't trust.
What about that? What about Brian?
He needs to start one of the next 2 games, and I don't know if his arm can bounce back, so maybe I'll talk to him.
I mean,
but if we're looking at doing that, we need you to either do it, or I don't know if Starks, who's playing first, but to send someone out to talk to Doll, so I can play catch at short, just throw.
Okay. So you probably heard that. There's talk about bringing Matt Grill in if Mike Dahl struggles. Hold on, I gotta figure out what's going on.
Then what are you gonna do for the pitches? Yeah, hit the reset button.
Hold on.
Look for your pitch.
Hey, Grilly.
Let's go, baby.
So if he gets in trouble, you want me to go out there and talk to him?
And take as much time as possible, and then I'm going to throw with Jax, just throw.
What would you consider trouble? Scoring position, 1 run scoring position?
I think if he, if he's, and especially if he's walking people,
Okay. I may have to walk out to the pitcher's mound, so I got to throw my jersey on. I don't have it on because I didn't want the umpire to get mad at me being behind home plate while I'm filming, but You probably heard that exchange with Matt Grill. I'm gonna set the camera down for a second, so just sit tight. So the plan is if Dolly gets in trouble, I'm gonna walk out there, have a chat with him. I probably shouldn't take the camera, to leave that behind, but go have a chat with him. We got Grilly playing shortstop, so it'll give Grilly a chance maybe to, I guess, do a little throwing. I'm not sure what the plan is. I mean, I don't think you're supposed to take a baseball out there on a mound visit, but Grilly has a plan. That plan requires that I go out there and talk to Dolly if he gets in trouble. So by God, I'm going to go out there and talk to Dolly if he gets in trouble. I'm just trying to get my jersey on with one hand. Tuck it in. I'm going to set this phone down for a second. Give me 1 second. Oh, come on. Disaster that was. God's sake, that was a nubber. I don't know if you saw that. Nubber off the top of the bat. That basically turned into a bunt. That split. I think we split the baseball. A little nubber that got by Dolly on the mound. Casey couldn't get over there quickly enough. Couldn't get in on it quickly enough to field it and throw the guy out at first base. So exit velocity probably a 30. Turned it into a hit. I heard somebody on their bench say it goes both ways. That is not going both ways. That is just, it's a fly ball to left. Now it's tough to see. Diamond Dan. Nice play by Diamond Dan. So that was a high fly ball to left. Dan ran a long way out and left. Caught the ball on the run. Threw over to first base, but the runner got back. Great play by Dan, though. I was going to say it's hard to see at night under normal lights, but these are professional lights, so I suspect he didn't have any problem tracking that baseball. Back home, that ball would have disappeared. So I was saying, I heard somebody on their bench say it goes both ways to that little squibber. Well, the balls that we were hitting through them, And they were well-struck baseballs that they just weren't fielding. That was just a little pool shot. Cue ball. Anyway, no harm done so far. Man on first, one out. Top of 6, Mammoth now lead 8-5.
Let's go, guys, let's go.
Move over again.
All right.
Nice pitch.
I'm going to move back over. I'm a little worried that they're going to be pissed off that I'm set up here with the camera. I mean, I'm not anywhere near behind home plate, but I don't want all eyes on me. Why is that guy in uniform behind home plate? This is a pretty good angle.
Turn 2.
I mean, if you want a proper baseball angle, tune into the Diamond Cast. There you'll get a nice picture from behind home plate. And again, without the noise of the commentary. That's a nice hit up the middle. That guy's a good hitter. Getting a low battery message. When I have to pick up. I just got a low battery on my phone. I have it plugged into an external charger, but maybe that charger's out of juice. I think Casey's got one now, so when he comes back, we'll get more juice on this phone. But if I cut out, just stay close because I'll figure out a way to get this thing up and running again. This external battery is supposed to give me like 72 hours. I think I've gotten maybe 4. Oh, that is bomb to left. Diamond Dan runs it down. Nobody thought Diamond Dan was going to catch that ball. So first and third, this guy hit a ball maybe 340 feet to left. Sadly for him, it's a 359-foot sign on the wall in left. And doubly sadly for him, we have Diamond Dan out in left field. Diamond ran that down. Guy in third tagged up. The guy in first was basically halfway to third base before he turned around. Had to run all the way back through second, back to first. Now we're appealing that he didn't touch second base. On his way back around, umpire said he did. Yeah, I'm getting this message about the phone. Unbelievable.
14 viewers, that's a record.
It may be. 14 angry viewers if I don't figure this battery situation out. 14 might be a record.
Left, Dan Kinzaza making plays.
That's what Diamond does, right? Diamond Dan makes plays.
Made a clutch hit, made a clutch out.
That's right.
I don't care if Orion scored. We needed that out.
Oh!
Really?
Matt Grill, basically a Superman dive. Fully laid out, body off the ground. Makes a nice catch. Hey, nice play, Grilly. That was sensational.
Oh yeah, really.
Case, can I get your battery?
Hey, who we got?
We got runs. Let's do it.
Hey, Diamond, nice play out there.
Over to that one.
Working on getting a battery.
That's honestly
Bushman, Bushman grill.
Fuck yeah, grill.
Is this fully charged?
Yeah.
Hey, Kinzaza.
I'm switching batteries.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Dan.
Grill. You want me to keep Duran in here? You want to go first? You want me to keep Duran in here?
No, I'm off. Clean up the city.
We got Bill,
But yes, once I got to go talk to the
I thought it was.
It's 76.
Okay, the battery has been transferred.
Oh, it's 8-6.
It's 8-6.
can't consolidate.
Yeah.
Let's make our lineup better.
The lineup is like the only thing that's remotely legal.
Bottom of 6?
We do here.
They're talking about consolidating their lineup?
They got one guy leaving. They got a guy that wants to leave. In the middle of the lineup, he has to get him again.
Consolidation isn't a word that you use in relation to lineups. Like we don't consolidate.
Nothing falls out there.
Well, that's not.
Yeah, baby.
It's
We'll
not
take
what
that
we
shit
do.
down.
Consolidate. This isn't a corporate merger.
Can we
I mean,
go
come
from
on.
10 guys down to 9?
It happens.
We just want our best 5 hitting. Can we just roll that through?
Yeah.
No, we're going to consolidate.
There is some incredulity about their desire to quote unquote consolidate their
As
lineup.
soon as he hit it, I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to, like, we were all set up at a spot where if he handed to us, we would be, as far as, yeah.
Really?
So then you just ended up.
Yeah, pretty much. Made it look like I was doing something.
Here we go, Brian. Let's do it. Here are the housemates.
What?
I said, here are the housemates. How are you guys
I thought
doing?
you were talking about the houseman up at the bat.
Oh, and the houseman. Everything's picked up in here. It feels like we got some energy, right? We got the juice
Yeah,
back.
this is more mammoth ball. I don't know what the score is. Are we up 1 or 2?
8-6.
This is a very
Philly just got hit.
At some point you're gonna.
Hey, way to start us off. Hit by pitch, Tom.
Hit by pitch?
Billy's thrift.
Got action over there.
All right, I'm going to get back to our spot, our perch. Boy, we got a lot of people here. I'm in somebody's way, but got 15 people watching. Might be a new high. I think that's what that number means. Shortstop's so good. So that was our pickup, our addition, Vanderbeek. I gotta figure out his name. It's shameful. He's a great dude. I'm gonna have his name on the tip of my tongue the next time he bats. He was pinch hitting there. Ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop is really good. Picked up the ball on the run and just flipped it over to first with a lot of velo. It's Matt Grill. Slow curveball called a strike. Slow curveball called a ball. Umpire signaled that was low. The pitcher is flabbergasted. Good take. Another slow curveball off the plate. Really motioned at it, but held the hands back. 2-0. Let's see if he can punch one to right field. I feel like that slow curve off the plate is a pitch that Matt would be really good at lining to right. High fastball behind him. Hard to get inside that pitch as a hitter. 3-0. Oh, and look who's on deck. The Titan. Diamond Dan. Diamond Dan settles into the box. Looks like we got a manager walking to the mound. There's a weariness to that walk.
Okay, try a different pitch.
Now they are bringing in, I didn't see this guy warming up. Diamond beats his chest. Once again, images of the silverback.
You know this guy? He's good.
I think. So Casey, we know something about this guy?
I think I saw him pitching against the Dodgers last game.
Yeah, I said so aggressively.
He's
good.
What was your assessment?
You're about to find out.
You know, like the pitching that we've seen today, he's the 5th best, you know. don't know. I guess have we even seen. That's probably putting him dead last. But no, I mean, it was nothing stood out as something that we haven't seen or hit before.
Do you think all these people are?
I didn't see one.
Are all these people waiting to play behind us?
Yeah, that must be the game right after us. Otherwise, they just heard the Mammoth were playing.
Oh, I guess we did start. It feels like it's like 1 in, but it's probably only, what, 6?
Yeah, this time of year when the sun just rapidly starts to go away, it's like, what time is it?
Boy, we really just, it's like we put the key in the ignition and we turned it up.
Yeah, we needed this. This is Mammoth baseball right now. I was telling, so here's the deal. I asked Grill what the score of the Apple Valley game was this year, Federal League game, and they beat us by, we think, 2. That's everybody else who's beat us by 1. And you get these games where, you know, you fall down 5-0 and we still find a way to battle back and keep it close, you know. I don't think, maybe teams think, I don't think anybody really stops to think this, but maybe teams think it's, we got them, you know. And then you just kind of, there's no stopping. Everybody wants to keep playing on.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you do well early on as a team, you think you're going to keep doing well, but they just stopped hitting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're all here to see Diamond Dan in a big spot. Diamond Dan hit an absolute missile last at bat. Now, it was into the ground. So it didn't have that vapor trail that he sometimes leaves when he hits the ball into the outfield, but he just squared it up to the second baseman. I would say that contact sounded as loud as anything I've heard today. So Casey believes, and I will second this because I think I witnessed the same thing. I think this pitcher threw in the first game today for these guys. We talked earlier about how short their bench is, and this is punishing. This is a risk you take with a bench that short because this is their second game. And they've already cycled through, 4 pitchers. They're back to this guy who pitched the first game. I mean, what is their staff going to look like by the 6th game of this tournament? Or maybe they got some reinforcements coming in. It's the first game of the tournament. Maybe they're just down here to swing the bat and have fun in hot tubs. And they don't necessarily have designs on making a deep run in the playoffs, but it's just hard to see how you do that with a pitching staff that appears to be this thin. We talked about the relative shallowness of our staff, but we do have 19 guys down here, and we do have guys who we could bring in a situation like this just to soak up some innings. We'll see, though. This game is slowing down. There's a pop-up foul. Really nice group of fans behind us, cheering the Mammoth on. Oh, that was a little gumdrop curveball that Diamond Dan he didn't get behind that pitch. He didn't gather himself from his base and just turn and burn on that pitch, but he could have. That was just a little gumdrop. Wow. Now, I thought that looked okay from here. Diamond isn't happy, and there's somebody behind home plate who did not like that call. Or Diamond.
Horseshit call.
Foul back. 1 out. Or 0-1. Diamond is behind me and not too happy with that call.
Watch what the MVP does right here. So this is what Lip does in championship in tournaments. Line drive over to the right, maybe.
Hit by pitch. Now on Diamond's pitch, it's a little bit like that ball fourth pitch that Grilly took. From here, it looked okay. I mean, it looked close, but then Grilly tells me it's 3 or 4 inches inside. So a pitch that's on the inner half of the plate to a righty, I just can't tell. I can't tell where that's crossing the plate. So when Diamond Dan comes in and says that pitch was outside to him as a lefty, I'm going to believe Diamond Dan. I think that was just a bad call. Let's see what Casey can do here. Two outs, I believe. I'll find out the score after this. Oh, I got under that. Get foul. I think that's going to drop. Drops foul. We've got teams collecting behind us that are playing after us. It does feel like it's midnight right now, but it's really early. This is the bottom of the 6th. I will find out the score after this half inning, but I believe it is something like 8-6, 9-6, something like that. Mammoth are definitely up. It's a question of how many. Mammoth fell behind 5-0 after 2 innings, I believe. They were barreling a lot of balls off of Mike Dahl and hitting it hard and hitting it where we weren't. And then Mike has really settled in these past couple of innings, the mid portion of the game. Oh, it's another one of those gumdrop curveballs. Casey was on top of that pitch. Mike Dahl has done a really nice job holding them down. These guys can hit, and the Mammoth busted out 7 runs in their bottom of the 5th inning to take a 7-5 lead and kind of changed the entire complexion of this game. It's an excellent pitch. Now, the bench wasn't happy about that, probably because, just like me from this side, they don't have a good vantage point on that pitch. But the catcher assured them that it was outside, so good call by the umpire. Casey whining one foul on the line. Come on, Case. Oh, back. Shortstop tried to sneak behind Matt Grill over there. Matt laughing as the shortstop walks away, having a nice conversation. Come on, Case. Come on. Casey did not object. Appears to have been an excellent pitch by that pitcher. That could prove a very big out, though. I gotta find something out.
When he called the fastball low or like fastball inside.
Really, what's the plan now? What's the plan with the pitching?
What's that?
What's that? Yeah. I just.
Also
Do you
my
need me? Do you need me to do the same thing or
no? I think you're lubed up, right?
Okay. So, Grilly, are you going to make the call then if we need to make the pitching change?
I'm gonna have.
Let's do it. Okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure I don't have to go out there. How we feeling? Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Excellent. Nate, did Casey say that was a strike, that last pitch?
Yeah, he said it was a good pitch.
He didn't object, and I think he just made a really good pitch, right? Yeah.
I didn't have a good angle. Looked good from my point of view.
Well, I mean, Casey said it was a good pitch. He's going to tell us if it wasn't. Hey, what's the score?
We're up 1. 7-6, I believe.
No, it's
8-6.
8-6?
8-6.
Oh, 8-6. My bad.
8-6, yeah.
We got bottom, no.
Yeah. Top 7?
Top 7.
Top 7, guys? Mark, is it top 7?
Yeah, top 7.
Top 7. That was just an excellent sequence of pitches. That last sequence to Casey Johnson. Casey's a really, really good hitter, and that pitcher just did a really nice job getting out of that jam. I mean, Casey gets a hit there. You know, we score 2 more. Potential for more after that. Not to be. So we move to the top of the 7th. The score is Mammoth 8, Bandits 6. We've seen kind of a mixture of at-bats from this batter. It's 8-6.
What is it?
8-6.
For you guys?
Yes. Top of 7.
Oh, God. Hey, next kid.
Heads up.
Good place, Lee.
This batter's hit some balls hard. He also swung at a pitch about that high in the first inning with the bases loaded.
Inning?
7th inning, top of 7, yep. That was a costly strike 3 for them. Ended a rally. Went down for that one. Billy, oh, that's Diamond Dan out in center field. It appears that we've moved things around. So let's go from left to right. We've got Lip behind the plate, Nate Jackson at third, Matt Grill at short, Casey Johnson at second, Dan Smolik at first. I can't tell who's out on left. Maybe Scott Sievert. Center field, Diamond Dan. So Diamond Dan's replaced Billy out in center. In right field, we got Brian Bushman, the fan favorite, the Mammoth favorite. A lot of these guys have put good swings on the ball, especially earlier tonight when the sun was bright, right center. The sun went down and so did their bats. It's been pretty quiet since that sunset that we all enjoyed. Dolly has shut them down. Lippert mentioned earlier in the game that Dolly gets better as the game goes on. I haven't seen Mike pitch enough to know, but certainly that has been the case this game. Mike was hit pretty hard early, but he has settled in. Mike was not happy with that call. He asked Lip where that was. Lip shrugged his shoulders. I don't know. That's the most demonstrative I've seen Mike this game. I think that must have been a pretty missed call by the umpire for Mike to react that way. Mike may have also been aware that that was his last batter because he walked him, and he might have seen that frustration as well. Let's congratulate Mike as he comes off.
Good job, Mike.
Hey, Mike, that was fantastic. Way to shut them down there. And we needed that. That was really, it was a much needed performance, not only in terms of this game, but in terms of our pitching staff. We needed Mike. We didn't Mike, you know, if we were going to lose this game, we needed Mike to soak up innings. Mike not only soaked up innings, but he shut them down long enough for us to get our bats going. So that was a really strong performance by Mike Dahl. Now we have Brian Durand. I think that's his name. Again, if I'm going to do these streams, I should really know these names. I'm going to go find out, so I'm not guessing. This is Brian Durand? Is that the name?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm uncertain about the name because Brian, I just met him today. Brian joined us as a tournament edition. Brian pitches in the 18 plus TCMABL, I believe, for Jackson Myers' team. I forget, is that the Diablos? I think that's the Diablos. I play, well, I manage. I actually don't do either on the Tomcats. But the Tomcats are my namesake team in 18 plus, and Brian pitched against us. He pitched really well. So, you know, he did well against 18 plus competition. We have some pretty good hitters on the Tomcats. And then he also pitches, I believe, in the Federal League for the Voyagers, I was told. Now, I don't know much about Brian, about his pitching. Wow, that's a good pitch. But the good news is that Brian is a pitcher rather than a position player who's throwing on the mound. He's an actual pitcher. So I'm comfortable with this move. I think this was the right move. I think really briefly entertained the notion of going in there and shutting this down, but if we're going to make a deep run in this playoff, we're going to need a fresh grill if we make the playoffs, and we're going to need guys like Brian to step up in these situations. Runner's going. Lip fires. Steals the base safely. Got good speed. Talked to Brian a little bit before the game. He's thrilled to be down here. He's the roommate of Jackson Meyer. I think a lot of guys on this stream know Jackson, either as a player or as the owner of Battalion Bats. Brian is a roommate. But Brian was really excited to be down here. The first time you come down here, it's always a bracing experience in a good way. It's everything about this experience is just, it's so awesome. I'm sure Brian's feeling a lot of pressure here. It's a big spot, new team. Good pitch, good pitch. He looks composed out there. It's a good fastball. Got away from him. First and second. Nobody out. Top of the seventh. Mammoth up 8-6. Got a pinch hitter. This is a filthy uniform. This guy is rivaling Diamond Dan as the filthiest uniform of the day award. I mean, it looks like this uniform hasn't been washed in months. I respect that. As a man who goes weeks without watching his baseball pants, I can respect a man who lets his uniform. He got sawed off there. Pop up to, really? That's an out? That's a first out. Walks back to the dugout with his head down. He looks like a gamer, though, with that jersey. Here's C. Olson, number 18. C. Olson has been something of a nemesis for us. He has hit the ball hard. would expect something hard here as well. Pitch up and away, ball one. So we've seen a fastball. That was some kind of off-speed pitch. Fastball, good spot. Working that outer half of the plate with that fastball.
What happened when I was gone?
First and second, one out.
Okay.
Brought in there's a message on the phone here. Brought in a new pitcher. Grilly's not throwing, no. We took Dolly out and brought in Brian. Brian's worked the count to 2-2. This guy's a good hitter.
Yeah, this guy's a real hitter.
Yeah, this guy worries me a little bit.
Throwing curveballs. That's the way to do it.
Yep, buried that one in the dirt. It's a good spot.
He's got a decent curveball. It makes it hard to hit.
Mm-hmm. Fought off the fastball. Fouled it off the first base line. 2-2, first and second, nobody out. Plymouth up 8-6, top of the seventh. Elevated fastball. A little bit too high. Couldn't induce the swing.
What do you think?
He's good. I mean, yeah. Like, he's a pitcher. He's not a position player. He's a pitcher, right? So I'm comfortable with him being out there.
It's all right.
Having struggling a little bit with that command.
Not a bad guy to walk.
Time run too, right?
That's up the floor.
Yep.
Billy, you know how we're doing with time? Are we anywhere close?
I don't know, and I don't know exactly what time we started.
Yeah.
Because we started so late.
That's what time it is. I think I got a phone in my pocket.
What you got for time?
6:59.
It's 8:50.
So
That's at home.
it's 7 o'clock.
6:59.
7 o'clock, basically.
We didn't start before 4:30, but we may have started at 4:30. If there's a 3, I thought there was a 2.5 hour limit. There must be a 3 hour limit.
I don't know that answer on what the number is, but yeah, we started pretty close to 4:30. We were about a half hour late.
Need Brian to find the zone here. It's a good
Nice
pitch.
pitch,
There's that
all
curveball.
right.
He dropped that curveball in there. He's been relying primarily on that fastball. There he shaped the curveball for a strike. Big at bat, bases loaded, nobody out. Chopper up the middle. It's gonna be a tough play. It's gonna get to first. Oh, damn it.
What?
Okay, that was a chopper. Bounded over Brian on the mound. Casey charged. Picked, threw on the run. Threw a one hopper to Dan Smolik. Dan did a great job digging that. That was one of those in-between hops. He couldn't just olay it. Bounced far enough out in front of him that he had to play that hop. He managed to play that hop. It appeared that the throw beat the runner, but he was called safe at first. So 8-7, bases loaded, nobody out. Swinging strike.
Who's home? Who's away?
We are home. So this is top of 7. Yeah.
That's the
Right. I don't know what this guy has done.
Nice catch!
Attaboy. Hopefully Brian has found a second pitch that he can throw for a strike, that curveball. This is a difficult situation though. Bases loaded, nobody out. We're only up by one. There's a base hit to center. He's going to score 2. Diamond scores 2. 9-8. Still nobody out. This team can hit. You know, we quieted their bats for a couple of innings, but they have woken back up here in the top of the 7th.
Down 1 now.
Down 1 now?
Let's go!
Still nobody out, right? I think we've got an out.
Mark, come me out.
There's 2? How did I miss 2 outs? I feel like I should just turn this camera off and walk back.
Oh, you're busy.
Yeah, I'm busy streaming, so I'm going to keep track of
How would you
right?
know?
Yeah, all right.
I'm trying to help you out.
I mean, really, I have one job. Let the people at home know what's going on, and I've been laboring under the assumption that there's nobody out. In fact, there's 2 outs. Oh, there's a fly ball to the right.
Come on, Bushy. Get
Long
there,
way
Bushy.
for Bushy to go. Bushy on the run. Bushy with the catch. All right, that's worse than it could have been, i.e., there might have been 0 outs instead of 2 outs.
No, dude.
You did all right. We're down by 1. We've scored 1 run before.
3 hour time.
3 hours. Okay.
So we're good for about a half hour at least, probably.
Yeah, 'cause we probably didn't start. Probably started like 4:35, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Not bad. You're all right. You're all right.
Attaboy, Bushy.
Here we go.
Attaboy.
Hey, let's get this back.
Go. Let's go.
Hey, we're only chasing 1. We're only chasing 1. Here we go. We're all right. We're all right. Yep. We're only down 1, boys. We're only down 1.
Dano. Dan, was he out at first? Was he out at first?
It was hard to tell. I'm sure it was really close, bang, bang, but
Really nice scoop on that. That was a tough. It
Yeah.
wasn't like an Olay. That was like one of those hops where you had to play the hop, right?
you had no idea where it was going to come on a play like
Yeah,
that. It's
yeah.
Casey was too close.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's too bad. It was close. It was really close, I'm sure, but it's a tough one. Casey made a nice play.
Made a great play. Made a great play. Nice play, Case.
Still 33. Okay, thanks.
Did we have him at first?
Yeah, my face was in the dirt after kind of diving.
Sure.
So I kind of saw it sort of happening off to the side.
Yes.
It was close. It looked close.
Really?
I had the umpire like right here, so I was just waiting for his call.
Here you go.
All right.
Lip set up that second outside, and I started to creep that way, thinking the champ, but it was just like a hot rope pitcher. So.
You go, boys. Hey, we got the middle of the order. Here we go. Here we go.
Yep, let's go, guys.
How many viewers we got?
13.
We got 21.
21.
This might be like a record for.
Well, they're expecting
for the stream.
FIFA.
8 of them have no idea what they're watching. They're like, well, how did I stumble into this? How do I get out?
Or add them.
Okay, so here we go. We got Nate Stark leading off. This is bottom of the 7th. We did a time check. It appears that we have something like a half hour left. Mammoth are down by 1, 9-8. Back and forth affair. Mammoth fell behind 5-0. Leapt ahead 7-5. Runs were exchanged. after that, and now we sit at a 9-8 score. Bottom of the 7th. Middle of the order up. I think Nate is 4 or 5 in this order tonight. Come on, Nate.
There you go. All right.
Nate Jackson's wondering if that was a strike. A little high, but
Good cut, Nate. Good cut. Here we go.
yeah, Nate was a little behind that one. It's not an overpowering fastball. Nate just wasn't on time there, as opposed to being blown away.
Get away. Good cut, kid. Here we go.
Fought off a pretty good breaking ball that was diving for his shoelaces. Oh. It's a barreled ball to left center, but I think that's going to be caught. Oh, he missed it. He missed it. Fly ball to left field. The left fielder kind of took an angle that took him further into left center than he should have, so he had to curl back. And he tried to catch it around his kneecap, and it just missed his glove. That's more than likely a function of a guy who's not accustomed to catching fly balls at night. Ball is probably caught during the day. Nate Jackson, just a brilliant bunt. Is he going to beat this up? Oh, and he calls him safe. I did not see that coming. What a brilliant bunt that was, and he needed every bit of the brilliancy on that bunt to beat that throw down to first base. Nate will not be mistaken for a gazelle going home to first, but he hustled what was surely intended to be a sacrifice.
One of the best bunts I've ever seen.
Wasn't that an epic bunt? He needed every single...
And then he was actually fast on the line.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Kind of flying there, right? I mean, I looked up to see where he was, and he was, like, as he's picking it up, he's 2 steps from the base.
Well, I mean, it was a slow to develop play.
Yeah.
By the time that pitcher got it, I mean, Diamond Dan is 3 feet by the bag, I think.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I mean, that was surely intended to be a sacrifice, right? He wasn't bunting for a hit.
I'd like to see Siebert rip one of his patented huge doubles that save our ass.
Bases loaded.
Or get hit. Smolik, up the guts, baby. Keep that front shoulder in and drive something hard. Confidence. Which he has none of.
Yeah, we were talking in the cage between games. He's releasing too quickly with his top half.
Yeah.
He's rolling off everything. It manifests as a pop foul to this side and then ground balls to the right side.
Yep. I've seen a lot of Smolik drives to that opposite side too. I'd like to see one of those there. So I don't want to talk about my at bat yet. This is too huge of a spot. But
Where was that pitch? Wow.
My bat, I was looking slider, just to not swing at that, and he threw me like some sort of like tumbling, almost like a knuckle, but like it was like a curveball that just went down.
I bet it was
not a split.
Not a splitter?
No, maybe because that is how a split acts.
Oh, we're gonna get home. We're gonna go home on this.
Take it easy. So.
Instant sandstorm.
Get out of there.
We are now enveloped in a cloud of dirt. It's a little bit like Batman throwing one of those smoke devices to distract people. I am now in the middle of a cloud of dirt. But we can see Dan Smolik going up. There's a ground ball. Oh, it got over the... That's big. It got over the... oh, that's so bad. Okay, that was a chopper that just got over the pitcher's glove. Second baseman fielded it, but he threw It should have been a very easy throw to the first baseman. He one-hopped the first baseman. First baseman couldn't convert that hop. So that went from what could have been a double play if the pitcher fields it to basically a single that allowed us to score 2 runs? Well, an error. I mean, that was really bad. Dan Smolik broke on that. He got a great jump.
You okay, Bill?
Bill realizes it now. Just yelled, "Sorry, Dan." What a jump he got on that one, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, he was really moving too.
Did
Did we score 2 there or 3?
Plugged in. We scored 3.
We're at 3 this inning.
3?
So we're up 10-8. Or 10 to no, 11-9.
Yeah.
Fucking fuck that shit.
So we think it's 11-9 now. Right? It was 11. It was.
Let's go, Bill.
Okay. Yeah, because it's 9-8.
That would make sense. Okay.
So you got to score 11-9. Still nobody out. Got Dan Smolik at first. Man on first, nobody out.
Yeah.
Bottom of 7.
Here comes the third time. Back!
Bottom of 7.
On the base!
Are you serious? That's all it is? I thought it
I
was
believe
9.
so. No.
I did hear somebody say that, but I was talking to Drill.
You heard bottom of 7?
On the way in.
Quite sure it's bottom of 7. Back.
How many outs we got?
None.
Oh, let's go.
I can't get over how big that play was. The fact that he hit it hard enough. Yes.
I'm not taking 3.
No, don't take 3.
You're just gonna unload.
Come on, Bill! All right, way to get him over.
Okay, Billy hits a ground ball to the right side. Yeah, insane. Billy, 2-strike swing there, protective swing, punched a little ground ball to the right side. Hit it softly enough that the second baseman, when he fielded it, had no play on Dan Smolik at second. So we got Dan to second. Bill won't be particularly happy with that, but it's a somewhat productive out. Oh, and I promised I was going to come to this at-bat with this man's name on the tip of my tongue. And once again, I let the viewership down.
Good take, Matt. Let's go, baby.
I'm going to go find out. What's his last name? It's Matt?
Like
Van Overbeek.
Yeah.
Matt Van Overbeek. Matt Van Overbeek. This is Matt Van Overbeek. Matt plays in the Federal League. I couldn't tell you what team, but I know he's in the Federal League. Played against us in the state tournament. He is joining our roster for this tournament. He hits the ball like that. There's a line shot through the left side. Dan Smolik's going to come around and score. Attaboy, Matt. Attaboy. Boy, he's going to be happy with that. New guy on the team. You just want to do something to help the team. That was a big hit. He hit that hard, too. Yet another pitching change.
Sorry.
I was like, I had that one so easy.
First one. Well, to be honest,
First one, you're almost there.
yeah, you got such a huge jump. And then the second one, that was a terrible pitch, but honestly, I had no idea you were going because we don't use signs. And it actually, like, I was like, and I was like,
Shit. 2 times.
yeah, it was dumb. Well, the second one.
So Dan Smolik was on first. He basically had 2 stolen bases, but both times Bill swung. First one he probably should have let go, but that second pitch was right there. He's got to be swinging at that. And he tried to go to right field with it, it looked like. Okay, we got another pitcher. First pitch had some pace on it. A couple of strikes there for his warm-ups. So we play again tomorrow at, I believe, 4 o'clock. I'm not sure. No, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock Arizona time tomorrow. As long as I'm not in the lineup, I'll stream it. If I'm in the lineup, it would be as a hitter, in which case I could probably keep streaming until I'm batting, but I'm aware that there's the Diamond Cast going on, so I don't have to be doing this.
Watch this.
Are you referring to Matt Grill, or she
Well, me
shakes his
too,
head
but
with an
first
affirmation? Okay. That watch this was just a gesture in the direction of the Mammoth side, essentially, not necessarily pointed to one player.
Back!
Boy, that's really close. Too close. Bushy almost got caught. It's pretty close.
He did it right, but yeah.
It's a good fastball. This guy, he pumped that fastball in there. This guy's got a good fastball.
He's missing on the third base side. So I'm going to crowd the plate and try to hit that pitch. Monster.
Okay. Good spot.
Every pitch is there. Forget it. Hey, reset. Let's go.
Not a good spot,
Reset.
judging by Matt Grill's reaction. Pitcher got a good call there. Good call for the pitcher. The pitch did look up and away. That looked like the pitch he rung Billy Houseman out on what seems like a lifetime ago, but it was just a couple innings ago. Another pitch that was both up and out. Now you heard Diamond say that he's missing with his fastball off the plate, meaning off the outer half to him as a lefty. Evidently he picked that up watching this guy warm up. So he's going to crowd the plate and see what happens here. Oh, that was stroked. Wow, what a catch. Diamond Dan grunted with the exertion of that swing, and that second baseman somehow caught that ball. That ball had so much topspin on it, but he somehow fully extended, kind of jumped up and fully extended and caught the ball. Really nice play by the second baseman. It's a curveball, yeah. Oh, I want to say good hit. Good.
It doesn't matter.
Try chopping it off the plate. It's fun.
Hey, great at bat. Way to hit that ball.
Nice job, man.
Yeah. I'll get that back. We always do that.
So what do we got? Like 8 now?
No, we got more than that.
2-0.
We're up by 2.
We're up by 2.
3.
Top at 8 now.
What's the time limit at right now?
So the 3-hour time limit, we started at about 4:30, and so I don't know where we'll get them. Is it
7:19?
7:19. So we have 10 to 15 minutes ish. We're thinking.
It's probably enough for another.
This is the top of the 8th.
Top 8, yeah. This is what powers Diamond Dan Casaza. Starburst. The humble Starburst. Yeah, I was going to mention about Diamond Dan. I used to think of Diamond Dan as an athlete who plays baseball, but I played with him a lot over the years, and especially this year, I talked to him quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit. I talked to him more than I have in the past about hitting. And Dan's really become a student of the swing. You know, he buys into a lot of hitting accessories, plyo balls. He's got this funky swing device that he talked about before this game started that I tried to stream. I don't think I successfully did. But the point is that Dan really understands the baseball swing. He really thinks about the baseball swing. So now I think of him as a baseball player who's a stellar athlete rather than the athlete who's a baseball player. See if Brian settles in. Brian came in last inning, walked a couple of batters, but his stuff will play. He's got a good fastball. It appeared by the latter stages of the inning that he was developing a feel for his curveball. I think he's going to need 2 pitches to get through this order. But if he can throw those 2 pitches for strikes, we should be okay. There's that curveball. It's a good pitch. We're in the top of the 8th. Mammoth are up something like 11-9. I was going to suggest to Brian after last inning that it looked like he was starting to find that curveball, but I didn't want to disrupt his concentration on the bench. He seemed to be focused. So we let him in. It's a good pitch. Curveball. No, this is going to be really bad. All right, that one foul. That was a little handle job. So this curveball appears to have a lot of vertical drop on it. It's a 12-6 that seems to be crashing in on the hands of these righties. That's a second swing this batter's taken where he's been sawed off by that curveball. There it is again. Curveball's a really good pitch. That one broke over the outer half, so it started out and then broke in over the outer half. Batter looked back at the umpire and asked if it was high. Might have been a little high, but that pitch right there actually is the pitch that he rung Billy Houseman out on. Curveball was high and away. Brian has established that curveball, which really appears to be settling in. There's that curveball again. It looked like a really good pitch. Brian's not happy. He's got to be a little careful. I've said this many times on these streams. We don't know anything about these umpires. You know, in the TCMABL, you definitely get to know the umpires and you get a sense of what you can and can't get away with. Down here, you have no idea. So if you object too strenuously, you could be looking at a quick triggered ump who throws you out. So got to be a little more careful than you might be in a normal game. That was a pretty demonstrative objection from Brian on that pitch that did not get called a strike. Fastball. Appears to be relying on that curveball to set up the fastball. You can see the batter kind of pantomiming a swing where he's keeping those hands tight to his body, staying connected, trying to get inside that curveball, I bet. There you saw it again. There again. Trying to tuck that back elbow in. Hit the inner side of the baseball, the inner half of the baseball. Curveball. Oh, and it brings him up. That is the Billy, we're going to call that the Billy Houseman strike. It's really hard to tell where that pitch is from here, but that's maybe the third time where we've seen this umpire call that pitch a strike. It's to a right-handed hitter, it's a pitch that starts out, and if it catches the plate at all, it catches the upper right portion of the plate, the up high in the outer half of the plate, if it's catching the plate at all. Another curveball he's thrown for a strike. He's really pouring that curveball in. He's really established that curveball now as his primary pitch. There it is again.
Really? Come on, Billy!
Really? Pick, throw, got him. First baseman hurls his helmet in frustration. Hopefully they don't say anything to him. That was just
Let's go.
a man who's frustrated. He's walking back to the dugout. We've all been there. Hey, nice play, Grilly. Grilly kind of circled around that, kind of circled to his backhand, and it looked like he double clutched, but he threw a strike. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it?
There's 5 minutes left.
Hey, you really established that curveball, man. I mean, I could tell like your first inning near the back end of that inning. Yeah, and then that inning, man, every curve you were throwing was, and it looked like it must have a lot of vertical break because with right-handed hitters, you're sawing them off with that curveball, which is unusual to see.
I was really hoping to face that number one that just, he's a switch.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was a switch. I was really wanting to face him. I'm really tough on lefties.
Yeah, I bet. With that curveball,
Hey, let's go. Hey, be slow now.
Hopefully you can tell from that exchange, Brian seems like a really good dude. Very glad that he's here with the team. We got Mike Lippert. Mike having his usual tournament play. Strong behind the plate, strong at the plate. We don't have captains on this team, but I think in terms of, I think if we were to declare a captain, I think you'd have to certainly give serious consideration to Lip, and he might be the guy who would get the C on his sleeve. Lip is
let's go, Lip. Stay out, buddy.
That was so fun.
Lip calling timeout. Lip appears to be a little frustrated with the speed that this pitcher's pitching.
Hey, first base.
Kind of fast pitching him. Lip's got a strong personality. And he's got some strong leadership qualities. Does a really good job calling pitches. He never complains. I mean, he gets beat up back there. Never hear him complain. Always hustling despite the fact that he's catching these big innings, these long innings. Nearly got hit with that throw coming back. That was a fly ball to center field. That was short center, run down by the shortstop, who's excellent. Excellent shortstop. Now we got Casey Johnson. Casey has the wrists and the forearms of a mechanic. He is immensely strong from the elbow down. I think he generates his power with his hand and his wrist strength. Oh no, that's going to come fair. Okay, that was a squibber that started foul and started curling back fair and then somehow changed direction again. It defied the laws of physics somehow. It tunneled into another dimension and changed its spin somehow. That was very odd. 2 strikes though. This guy's got a good fastball. I haven't been paying that close of attention. I don't know what his secondary pitch is, but this is a live fastball. Works very fast too. Yeah, you don't throw fastballs by Casey very often. Casey doesn't swing and miss, and he just swung and missed there.
Go on 4, good at bat.
I think this pitcher may be pitching fast because of the time situation as well.
Hey, let's see it. Your pitch.
Okay. I feel like that was a gesture back towards Nate after he called that first pitch a strike. I don't think Nate liked that pitch, and I feel like that second pitch
That one was not.
was an allowance for the leniency the umpire gave that first pitch. And then that third pitch, he tried to go back to the same place as the second pitch, and the umpire still wouldn't call it a strike.
There you go!
Good at bat.
Lay it down, Jax.
Does he ever bunt on the Sea Dogs?
Hell no. You kidding me?
I mean, that must have been a sacrifice attempt, and he just laid down one of the best bunts I've ever seen in my life.
It was the greatest.
That was an epic bunt.
It was so good. Like, I asked, I was over there in the dugout, doing C's-ass things. And I was like, Jax, when was the last bunt sacrifice or bunt hit? 2006? He's like, probably in college, yeah.
This guy's got a good fastball, huh?
Yeah, but that's all he's got. You know it's coming. He's been missing.
Was this the guy who threw you that curveball that you just destroyed?
I don't know if that was a curveball.
No,
I think it was a fastball.
Was it a fastball?
Yeah,
I thought
it just didn't have much on it. He was missing, like I told you. I was going to crowd the plate.
Mm-hmm.
He's missing everything inside on righties.
Mm-hmm.
And he missed over the plate on me. I wish I would have hit it into the gap, but I got it.
Well, I could tell by the raunchy.
Not much. How long have you been gone?
Since we scored.
Well, we shut him down in that last inning.
All right.
And we had
We're up by 3.
2 outs, and they just issued a walk. Wow. And this umpire is changing his zone.
Where was that pitch?
Dude, take a strike.
He's all.
Where was that pitch? Look like
I
don't know.
I
do not know where that pitch was.
I mean, they have a right. They have a right to complain over there.
You're up 3.
We're up 3. It's +3, and this is going to be it because I think we're at time.
That's 7. Probably like 7:30.
Yeah.
So make sure it's yours, Scotty.
Apparently, there's a pretty good chance this is it. So we think this is it?
We think it's it.
Because we started at 4:30?
We started. You can't start because we started at 4:30. Yeah. And even he said it's on the clock. When I was giving my rah speech, which I couldn't complete, and I was really proud of.
I wish I would have gotten it on the stream.
It was a good speech. I practiced it.
In the mirror? Did you practice it in the mirror?
No, I didn't. I was just like, the thing is, and I think you believe this too, is that we win consistently because we do so many of the little things right all the time.
100%.
We do not mess up the little things.
100%.
We barrel balls, sure. We have great pitching, sure. We have great defense, sure. But we may not be the best in any of those categories. I think these guys might be better offensively than us.
Mm-hmm.
They're not better defensively.
No.
And I don't know if they're better pitching wise. I don't know if we got their good guy. That number 2 guy that first guy was good. But he ran out of gas.
Yeah.
Because we wore him down, because we were taking pitches, we were doing our thing.
And they have a short roster, so
they do.
I don't know what their pitching's going to be like in Game 6. I mean, they've gone through.
Why did they burn 4 guys in this game?
I don't know, because they got like 8 guys on the roster. I don't know. I don't know where they're going to be. Maybe they got guys coming in, right?
Maybe. Are they from here?
I don't know.
Oh, go, Scotty, go! Go, it's going to get down! It's down!
Called fair by the umpire.
Let's go!
Scotty Siebert. We don't see too many fly balls down the right field line from Scotty Siebert, but that was one.
Good hustle!
It's a base hit. That's probably going to be time. You see the umpire gesturing over here. Yep. I think that's it.
That's it. Game over.
All right. Guys, we did it. We will go. I'm just jawing at this umpire. Let's try to catch this. Just threw him out. We got to remember this guy's number because technically I think.
When you're tired, take a win. Take a win.
Don't we have to finish the game? Hey, one differential batter.
Hey, bud! No, it's time. Let's just call it, man.
Yeah, but the runs matter. You have to finish the inning. We have to finish our at bat, wouldn't we? It doesn't matter if the time
Where you were going.
Sure, if that was just like clearly a ball off. And then he talks to the next guy and says it was a ball off. No, he didn't.
About him. Play ball, gentlemen.
Nice job.
You guys later, huh? Good job, guys. It was a great game, man.
Let's go!
Mammoth.
Like,
I sit.
They were so scared of him. They were so scared.
Hey, good luck, guys.
Good luck.
We can have your final score. Final score.
13-9.
Oh, you're not to the tank.
You guys did score that. No. Right.
Get this on film. This is the fun stuff.
So that's how most tournaments play. I don't know if that's
differential matters.
No, but it's like
It's pretty much a walk off.
Yeah.
If you guys are up and hitting.
I tell you every tournament I've ever run.
What's the score? I didn't hear what it was.
So final score.
Let me double check.
Whatever happened on that play scores.
Gotcha. Got it. Okay.
I'll double check.
And a run scored on that last play. Remember that.
So the question was whether we should have kept playing since runs matter in this league. And the idea was we should have finished it off even though we ran out of time. But the umpire said, look, I think he said once you hit that time, if you're ahead, you're basically done.
Let's make this winning streak 9 tomorrow.
We won by 5, so it's... Hold on, we're working on it. 14-9. 14-9? I'm pretty sure that's 14-9. 14-8. 9. No, 9. 14-9. 14-9. 14-9. You counted the 2 in that inning.
So I got to clear out of here pretty quick. This team's waiting to play. I got to shut this down pretty quick because we got to get out of the dugout. Any last words? Words of wisdom?
Smolik and I were just talking. We started out slow. The sun was beating on us. The sun went down, and we started playing good baseball. So it's good to come back. I talked about that earlier in the stream, but like down 5-0, and you win 13-9 or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we got it. That's what we've done. So it's a good win.
Good win.
I mean, I can sit in the hot tub a little calmer tonight.
They were just mad that the umps were squeezing at the end.
Great work.
Yeah,
Great work.
And I think kind of rightfully so.
But like, you can't act like that.
Yeah, feel free to.
Yeah, we'll get out
Well,
here.
I wonder.
Just like forward so they can go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Did he run through? Because they technically, I think, should have to sit out the next game.
They can't play the next game if they know the numbers.
We got it on film.
Hey, can I say bye to the...
Good game, guys.
Oh, yes.
Hey, bye, Mammoth fans. Good game. Have a good night.
From the assistant to the manager.
Yeah, assistant to the manager.
I don't think he gets that joke,
No.
really, but that's okay. It makes it better. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little upset. I thought I'd get a Gatorade bath. It's my first win as manager. Puts me at 1-2 now.
Is that really your first?
Bye, guys.
Yeah, because I did the Cannons game year 1. That
Do
our
you guys want to
only
say
loss.
it all real quick?
So you have like half of the Mammoth loss in
Right,
team
I've
history?
managed.
Yeah.
Yep. And the other half I pitched.
It's a good win, though, right?
Absolutely. After being down early on some just lackluster plays.
Yeah.
30 It was nice. That's Mammoth baseball, right? Just we hit the ball, and then when they make a mistake, we make them pay for it. Like that's what we always make them pay, and we didn't do it game 1.
And we don't make those kind of mistakes. Like we don't make those mistakes normally.
He gets a few starbursts. He comes and sneaks them in. I told him it's all good.
Okay, so
Moody says,
That's my neighbor. You can't do that.
like we can't move.
I'm gonna clear out of here and give some closing thoughts. Drill break, please. So that was a fun game. From a streaming perspective, it got a little long there early because of the sun and it was slow, but it really picked up at the end. So the plan is to stream again tomorrow. Again, I think our game is at 1 o'clock. as long as I'm not in the lineup, I plan on doing this. So if you had fun watching this, come back tomorrow. If you didn't, but you still want to watch the Mammoth, be sure to check out Diamond Dan's stream, Dan Casaza. You can find it online. You'll get the home plate view, and I think Dan does a pretty good job keeping people up to date on the score in the innings. So that's an alternative you'll always have. Pretty good day for Minnesota baseball. Classic 2-1 matchup this morning against Lakeville, and the Mammoth come out ahead in this game. So good day to be a Minnesota baseball player, all things considered.
That was a
right?
weird ending because also I'm trying to decide if it potentially, well, it could potentially hurt us, but it could potentially not hurt them as bad as it could, because runs against is a tiebreaker.
And the umpire said, though,
the umpire said that because the time ran out and there's no way that those guys could come back, that essentially it was like a walk-off. But we started that inning, well, I guess that inning started prior to time running out. So they would not have started another inning. But still, if we put it, let's say we put 10 more on them or a bunch more runs, that counts against them on the runs again. So that actually like helped them.
But I wonder if in the rules where they talk about...
Is that a rule you know?
I don't know. Scott...
I've ever been involved with. Trying to drag it off or whatever. It's...
Once you start the inning, you finish it. No. Oh, you just kill time? Oh, really? Like even mid-inning?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
well, maybe that's what they did.
That's why. I just feel like a win is a better deal than a loss. I don't really care how we go about that part of it.
And you probably have Del Taco on your radar, so it's all good, right?
Dude,
now, right?
I had 15 in between games.
You did not have 15 Del Tacos.
I did. It's verified. It's verified. And it's not Twitter verified, where you can just, Jax, did I or did I not have a pile of 15 taco wrappers just chilling?
What's it today?
Yeah,
man.
How does a man hit
that happen?
Well, this is the man that can only do that.
I'm trying to get a gut, man.
He's
I want to get a gut.
Bushy's the only one that eats Del Taco and won't turn into a Del Taco. Right? I mean,
I'll start
fruit bowls. Fruit bowls. Yep. And some other things.
Tacos.
Bushy has taco eating, shall we?
All right, guys, so I'm going to sign off. We'll see everybody tomorrow night. As always, thanks for watching.
But they are performance enhancing.